Yo, yo, we live.
Hello.
What up?
What's up, party people in the place to be?
Twitch.tv/Illmac. We live, baby.
Hey, what's poppin'? Spring listening party. Summer preview.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Solomon on that beat. Whoa.
What up? What's up, party people in the place to be? I turned it down.
Twitch.tv/Illmac. We live, baby.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man?
Haha.
You tuned in. It's the boy Chutta here with Illmac.
Hey, Pass is in the building on Twitch. Shout out to Tofi for gifting the tier 1 over the Pass.
You can tap in whenever.
For real. Tofi already done gifted 21 subs. You're the man.
Damn, for real?
Yeah.
That's love right there. What's his name?
Tofi7.
I see him. Tofi7. What up? What up? What up? Brr, brr, brr.
Yeah, we live on YouTube, Twitter, I think, hopefully, and Twitch. We're broadcasting, the home territory is definitely twitch.tv/Illmac, but I wanted to reach out to everybody over in the YouTube chat as well, popping in. I got you on my phone. I see you. Yeah, we got Pass in the building. What up, man? Yo, my man Solomon, he's in the Twitch chat. I was at that beat I was playing for the little intro is actually a Solomon beat right there.
That shit was hard, man. Shout out the guy. That was really tight.
Yeah, so if you caught the stream the other night, we were incessantly plugging that we are going to do a listening party for the last project we put out, which is Spring. Then there's no I in Spring. Ain't no I in Spring. This is a team effort. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But yeah, we never did a listening party for that, and we're gearing up to drop Summer. So I'm like, all right, last minute, we got to do a listening party for Spring before we drop Summer on them. You know,
because we always had planned on doing it too. So you know what I'm saying, better late than never. You feel me?
Yeah.
But you get two birds with one stone because you get to hear Spring, and then you get a nice preview of Summer.
100%. Shout out to my boy Justin gifting a tier 1 in the Twitch chat right now. Appreciate you. B said, "What up, Mac? What up, Chutta Mutta?
Chutta, what's poppin'?"
Yeah, so we're about to listen to Spring front to back in a minute. Do the typical, might pause and be like, "Yo, I was on mushrooms when I made this beat, man." Do the behind the scenes.
Which is something
tidbits.
that would never happen because I can't even look at a screen when I'm on psychedelics. Seriously, it kind of freaks me out. So yeah, like I always thought I'd be able to make beats on hallucinogens.
Nope.
Spoiler alert: I can't.
Damn, it's hella spoiled now.
Yeah, for real.
Fat Daddy 714, appreciate you. He says Spring is fire, bro.
Hey,
Respect.
I'm glad you like it, my guy.
Yeah, Pollux. I caught the KOTD West Coast roster for the Grand Prix. For the Grand Prix.
Hey, I'm looking at the chat too. I know it probably looks like I'm just on my phone, fucking just not paying attention, not being present.
We're tapping in with our peoples.
Yeah, but I'm just, what I'm saying, just in case it looks like I'm just like bullshitting on my
Evil
phone.
Minded said, "Chase, I just finished The Sky Is Falling. Super fire, man."
It makes it sound like it's a video game, So I just beat that shit.
Yo, fuck, I finally finished that album, dude. Oh my god, it was harder than fucking speedrunning Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, dude.
Hey, thank you though, Evil Minded. Thank you, man. I'm very, very proud of that album. So I'm glad that you fuck with it.
Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat over on YouTube as well. YouTube.com/IllmacTV. Adam, I see you, Adam Polito.
Oh, you can see the YouTube chat right now as well?
I got it on my phone.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm only just going to keep it on one, so I'll just keep it on Twitch. But if they say anything slick in YouTube, let me know.
Nah, you should. Did I make you a ban on YouTube? A moderator?
No.
I need to do that because I'd rather you. I got Twitch right in front of me, so I'll check YouTube, but I'd rather you watch YouTube.
You want me to go
the
to
chat,
YouTube?
yeah. Right. Pop in with the folks over there. Adam Polito, my man, he this fool hit me up one day. Is like before we met, and he's like, "You trying to get some top ramen?" I was like, 100%. And this fool swooped me up, and we went and got top ramen and kicked it, and then parking lot pimped in the parking lot and listened to like hella unreleased music. little tidbit.
That's right.
Yeah, from my man Adam. But yeah, so I kind of want to give it a minute or two before we jump into spring. You know what I mean? I'm kind of let it sizzle up. Jordan, what up? Ill, what up? Chase, what up, man? How you doing, bro?
What's up with the guy Jordan?
Yeah, he said, you know, what up?
Yeah, shit.
Hey, shout out to Dro and everybody in the Twitch chat dropping the mustard emotes. It's French's gang on mine all day. Pass tapped in. He said, "What's up with the guys?"
You know, I'm on my passion right now, smoking the Fronto. You know what I'm
saying? Hey,
I've been smoking Fronto a lot more lately. I still love Backwoods though, but
Clan O in the YouTube chat says Spring is a quality album. Big up from Ireland.
Man, shout out to Ireland, man. We global with it, man. That's awesome, man. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna do the whole podcast in an Irish/Scottish accent.
I was thinking about it, but I have to. I really have to commit to one or the other. I don't want.
I like you integrating both. Honestly,
I get confused. I know the difference, and I can do it. I fancy myself to be a pretty decent impressionist, but I can do them both. But I feel like I fucking blend the two, and I assume they beef with each other. So someone might be offended by that.
Ireland ain't fucking with nobody.
Yeah,
neither is Scotland.
No.
Yo, Adam Flowers is in the chat over on Twitch. Probably just long enough to see what people say about his verse. His verse on Spring.
Shout out to Adam Flowers. Go check out that Lost in Translation album. And he's on my album and Illmac's album. So fuck with the boy.
Yeah, we're gonna peep the joint that he's on. Adam Flowers. If on Twitch, I don't know if he be streaming or not, but if you're in the chat, Adam and Evil in the chat is Adam Flowers, and he's we're gonna get into his joint obviously when we're on Spring. I do have a joint with Pass on Summer, and so that's what. So this is what we're gonna do. We're going to listen to Spring in full, chop it up, let that marinate, you know, and I really was leaning towards cutting off Twitter and YouTube live and only doing the sneak peek for Summer on Twitch, you know, trying to direct some traffic. That still might be the case. You know, I could be swayed, but the thing is just like Spring, Summer is 12 songs. So I don't want to play too much because we're going to come back and we're going to do a listening party for Summer on the day it drops as well, which Summer is dropping 9/22. That's a week from Tuesday.
You hear that? Exclusive, September 22nd, baby.
Yeah. So, and you know, because we're turning it in last minute, it might not be auto available on all DSPs, but it will for sure be at illmac.bandcamp.com. That's where you can get Spring right now. You know, if you want to listen to it after this listening party and what have you.
That's that direct support too for the artist. That's you know what I'm saying. So if you want to show love, tap in on the band camps.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Evil's like Pass and Mac got a new joint. Yeah, man, Pass spoiled it, bro.
And it's a crazy fucking song, man.
I actually end the whole record. I don't think I'm gonna play that Pass because we end the whole record with we end Summer with the song by me and Pass. So I don't know if we can. I don't know if we can play it. You know what I mean?
Not yet. We don't want to put all the eggs in one basket. You feel me?
Yeah. So
no intro, no outro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. We gotta gotta leave some to the imagination. And Summer is dropping on the official last day of Summer, which is the 22nd of September, a week from Tuesday. So we're gonna jump into Spring in a minute, and then give a little, maybe 2, maybe 3. Maybe if we run up some subs and some gifteds, maybe we'll do a third. But for sure, we'll drop 2 joints from Summer after we listen to Spring. So yeah, if you're on Twitter, if you're on YouTube, make sure to come over and support twitch.tv/Illmac. I'm always over there playing Warzone, Call of Duty, playing Avengers.
Bodies.
Yeah, playing Avengers. And ultimately, I'm in the works right now of putting together a tournament, a Warzone tournament, trios, in the next couple weeks. Still got to iron out some details. I never ran a tournament before, so me, Evil, over in the Twitch chat, one of my mods and Eddie Got Sauce are gonna we're gonna figure out all the details for that, and also talk to a few people about streaming a poker game. So I'm gonna get together some of the, you know, battle rappers and people from the scene who play poker, and we'll stream like a home game, a digital home game. So, you know, you'll be able to watch it through my Twitch, and if anybody else from it is playing. And if you're wondering how that works, I mean, we would just put it on a delay. That way, you know, you can see our hands and how we're playing, but we won't be able to stream snipe. But yeah, that's what we're doing over at Twitch. We're trying to build, man. Fuck with y'all. Music is life, D-Ray. I agree. But yeah, so I think it's time. You know, if you're, shout out to Pollux who donated $1. He said finally got that donation link in the description. You know how we do, man. Shout out to Fat Daddy who followed. Let's pull this up. Let's make sure everything's on. Dro's like the border is still on. Yo, you got to deal with it for now. I actually didn't see the results of the poll. I didn't
you made
see.
A poll?
Yeah, on if I should, because it's an overlay. Like it's from the same aesthetic as the starting stone, blah blah blah. But it was like what I just picked off top. You know what I mean, and just threw on there. But you know, we leveling it up, bruh. Chill, Dro. You got killed when you called in a loadout.
Damn. They're saying that T-Rash won the poll for sure.
T-Rash won the poll. Yeah, that was how I labeled it. I was like, keep the border or keep the overlay, or it's T-Rash, like a dump truck.
Where'd you post that? I didn't see that.
Just Twitch. It was like
okay.
in the chat. You know what I mean?
Got you,
but I didn't
you.
like check back in to see what the poll results were. Paused.
Yeah. Let's see. Burnfold. What up? What up? Burn Sevenfold. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Tapping in.
Yeah, he said, yo, that $1 USD is practically 100 over here in Australia.
Yeah, man. That shit, bro. I remember the very first time I went back to Australia, like from I think it was 10 years. The dollar was exactly half in a good way. So so the first couple years going there, I'd be getting everything. You know what I'm saying, like dummy cheap, but then consecutively, like the next couple of years, it got worse and worse. And now, I mean, you've been there, you know the exchange rate's a little brutal.
Man, I know when I was on tour and I went into or I think it was for a battle event. Yeah, it was when I battled Bender, RIP, legend. So I went in and Canadian dollar was worth more. So I had to exchange, like, I don't know what I had in cash on me, say $100 or something. Yeah. And I got like 80 back or some 80 Canadian. I'm like, man. So then I go, and I'm getting paid out after the battle from Gannick. And he's like, do you want it in Canadian or US? And I was like, Canadian, because it's worth more. Yeah. So I get paid. He pays me in Canadian. When I go back 2 days later, the U.S. dollar is stronger.
For real?
Yeah. So I give yes, like 2 days. So I go to exchange it, and I get less money back in U.S.
That's ridiculous.
I got murked going both ways, bro.
That's crazy.
Pause. Yeah, it was trash. It was definitely trash.
Hey, don't trip, Burnfold. He said make beats live on Twitch. That's definitely in the works. I'm gonna get everything situated, and I would say by October I will be in effect. It's definitely in the plan. I'm absolutely gonna start making beats on Twitch, probably weekly.
Hell yeah.
If not, you know what I'm saying, a couple times a week.
Hey, shout out Illmac. He gifted a tier 1 sub to Adam and Evil, my man Adam Flowers over there.
Hell
Appreciate
yeah,
you,
man,
bro.
That's support. That's love. Good look, Mac.
Yeah, I think we've done enough talking. I think we should jump into it. I want to say starting spring, just to kind of get into shift into, you know, spring mode.
Yeah.
The idea behind the whole project, and you know, if you've watched like some of the other content I've put out around the project, like that conversation I had with Andres, the in-depth conversation joint. If you're a fan or been following for a while, we hadn't dropped a solo album since 2016, Still Standing. And you know, we've dropped a ton of other content, you know, between Raising the Bars, the studio freestyles, all the non-perishable RYD singles, the 667 project, Only an Ill. I think Ethereal dropped after too. We put out a lot of music, but just hadn't dropped Illmac album.
You also did a
produced by
lot
Chase.
of battles in that time too.
Right. But hadn't put out just my own body of work in a while, in, you know, 4 years. And we were definitely making a ton of music on the regular at all times, you know what I mean? So the thing that was holding me back, hey, Caustic, what up, my G?
Was popping Caustic.
But the thing, where the concept for Spring sort of came from in the seasons is that I couldn't figure out, like, over these last few years since I dropped Still Standing, moving here, you know, down to Cali and everything, we've been in our musical bag so much that I've added so many new tools to the kit and different styles and dabbled in all these different sounds. And when I'd sit down, like, all right, I want to put together a project, I couldn't figure out, like, I got this whole group of songs over here that's all like emotional relationship love shit. I got all these hard body ass songs. I got these 808 banger joints. I got these like bright soulful joints. And I couldn't, when I would like put them all on one playlist to try to put together a project, it just felt like it didn't go together. It didn't feel cohesive. It felt like a compilation or something, you know, a compilation solo project. And so I really was, for months, was trying to think of how to present sort of the growth of all the growth that we had, you know, undergone since we had last put out a solo project, which was Still Standing. For the record, when I say solo project, it's really a duo project because it's me rapping, but it's Chase on, you know, 99.9% of the production. Still Standing was all Chase. Yeah. But so, you know, I toiled for months, thinking maybe even like a year, you know, of like throwing different ideas around. Like I could do a series, or I could only put out singles, and obviously I could have did the single thing, but I really like to put together bodies of work, you know. So Bavy was good. He said 916 in the building.
Hey, Sacramento, what up?
So all that to say, I was like, you know, what if I did a, you know, color coded project, you know? And then shout out Dante Thomas. I seen he had done that, and you know, that's my people's. We have a unreleased song coming soon, and so I'm like, okay, perfect. He did that, so I'm trying to think of other ways to sort of create a series for me to release these different sounds, you know, and not have it be off. Like, how can I differentiate them? So then I thought, obviously, of the seasons, you know what I mean? And a lot of people are like, oh, he's on his Vivaldi, da-da-da. I'm like, for sure, yeah, all right. You know, I figured it wasn't like the most revolutionary idea, but I was like, yo, I could release 4 projects and sort of give each project a different sound, you know, but still be cohesive with the last one. So overall, when it's said and done, I want each project to be its own body of work, but be part of a larger group. We're telling a story, and each season is essentially a chapter in the book. You know what I mean? So that's where the overall idea came from. I know it's not some crazy thing. That's just sort of the backstory.
Yeah, it's like, yo, it's not that crazy, but if I spell it different,
well, that was more just like, how can I make it cool?
Yeah, I like that though. I love the aesthetic of that.
But also, it's like, you know, searching for it, anything like that, if you type like spring, who knows what's gonna come up. Some like battle footage, like Illmac springing around on stage in 2004 Scribble Jam.
Illmac somersaulting
yeah. Illmac falling off stage in 2016. Yeah, so Illmac taking picture in front of wind turbines. You know what I mean?
The battle wind. Winter is
Illmac wins tournament. You know?
Now we cooking with some grease.
So I wanted to make it a, sort of its own thing, so we were like, let's just spell it hip hop.
What is it? No vowels?
Huh?
No vowels? Or no?
I'm not married to it, but at this point,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah,
But
right.
I'm not putting out autumn. I think I'm gonna put out fall, and it will be just FALL probably.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could do autumn and do
That's
like
cool.
ATMN,
That's
but
cool.
it's like,
I'm not mad at that either, but either way.
but it will be winter like
It's
WMTR.
just
That's for sure.
FLL.
Yeah. I'm like, even autumn with ATMN is like an A. That's the first vowel.
Yeah. But we don't have to be married to
It's
them.
OTTM. Well, at least O isn't the first.
Yeah.
Anyways, so this fool said fall greater than ATM and greater than FLL.
One looks like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The other looks like FL Studio.
Yeah, Fruity Loops.
Yeah, so we
Loops.
I think fall's the move.
Somebody said Illmac versus Swan would definitely fall under the category of Illmac Spring.
Yeah, man.
Exactly. So yeah, that's sort of the idea behind the whole thing, and I can't wait to drop Summer a week from Tuesday. And like I said, we'll give a preview, but for now, let's jump into this spring project. Shout out to Avo for making this video for me. He did the RYD style video, so we could just jump into it. I have it on like display capture or whatever. I don't really know how to work this, so I might not be as on top of the chat while we're listening to this, just because I need to have the window open. But yeah, we'll get it popping. Twitch.tv/Illmac. Shout out to everybody tuned in on YouTube and Twitter as well. We're about to jump into this project Spring,
which is available on all platforms, wherever you get purchase or download or stream music. It's there, you feel me? So if you haven't checked it out, give it a listen with us, and then when you want to run it back, support on the DSPs and Bandcamps and all that.
Let's go. Illmac Spring, produced mostly by Chase Moore. There's
Yep.
only like one joint on here,
Yeah,
right?
there's SM produced the second half of Ghost of Them,
and Sangria.
then SM produced Sangria Sunsets.
And that's it, right?
And then Will Randolph did the co-arrangement, and me and him both produced Gardettos and Velour Sweats. But besides that, I did every joint.
100%.
But also too with this album too, which this is kind of the standard that we're doing from now on though. But it's like they're not just like just a quick beat and then a song. Like me and Ill really go through every session. We track it out, we mix it, we do breakdowns, we do switch ups. This is the first album that we've done shit where we're blending songs together and really focusing on the transitions and little sound effects and just that extra attention to detail in post-production that makes an album cinematic, that makes it feel bigger than just a song, you feel me? Like, that's what I love about this album, which, like, that's just evolving and getting better and bigger with this shit. But I feel like this is, like, the first project that, like, really locking in and just going the extra little mile with the little extra spice and sauces with post-production. And I think that reflects in the music a lot.
Yep, exactly. Not just throwing songs together, creating the special body of work. Shout out Baby Franco Chain in the chat.
Hey, what's popping with the guy?
He was on
Life,
Spring,
baby.
and he's for sure on Summer.
Uh-huh.
Let's jump into this right now.
All right.
Illmac. Spring available everywhere.
That delay was tight.
Good looks. Wait, did I change this? Hold on. Do I got the right window up? Window?
Open up your windows.
Wow. Yeah, that should work, right? Boom. Okay. All right, cool. I was just making sure my phone is a little behind. I'm like, how come it ain't popping up?
You ain't popping.
Twitch.tv/Illmac.
Tune in.
Tune in.
Follow, sub, all that.
It's not playing out loud, right? No. High School Dropout, track 1.
Tell 'em keep
Let's run it back.
Ain't nobody
I forgot I turned the
in my league,
audio down. You know what I mean? That was because I was playing the intro music. I'm still getting my DJ skills up. That's my fault.
you
That's
know,
my fault.
It's just quick little technical difficulties. We got to iron these out at the start. You know what I'm saying?
Boom. I'm turning this shit all the way up.
Yeah, run that. Runneth that backeth.
All right. This should be good. All right. Twitch.tv/Illmac.
Riding for the squad, we ain't tryna be jealous. Give me my flowers while I can still smell them. Tell them I prefer money trees over y'all feelings. Picking dollar bills while they falling from the ceiling. Like, no. Everything within reach, I want my peace. Like, no. My bad, you was waiting on me. Okay. Oh, you waiting on me? Tell them keep waiting. Ain't nobody in my league, but I keep playing. Shit, I'm just trying to.
Yo, shout out Avo on the typo, Serping. You know what I mean? Shout out Avo on the Serping typo in the chat. That's fire. Let's go.
Like a spring training. Block a shot like the cars that I keep fading. Fuck a bad vibe, I ain't taking that lightly. It's a sign. Every time you call, it's a scam likely. It's a sign. New from jump. Even my phone was like, I can't really co-sign, bro, but you can answer if you want. Whoa. Never graduated, but I kept it player. I still walk across the stage to get the paper. At the Staples Center watching Blazers versus the Lakers. They mad they city only known for Reggie, y'all some Pacers. We some Blazers, do it major. They said money don't grow on trees, but I seen 100 acres, pick your flavor. Grind the beans, get the pot, brew the coffee, sip it hot. They been sleeping on me, now this shit could stop, Riding for the squad, we ain't tryna be jealous. Give me my flowers while I can still smell them. Tell them I prefer money trees over y'all feelings. Picking dollar bills while they falling from the ceiling. Like, no. Everything within reach, I want my peace. Like, no. My bad, you was waiting on me. Okay, hey, talking beef a little bro. But if you ever need a thing, then you can hit me on my phone. Whoa, talk about this same shit, cause it's weighing on my soul. Yeah, I'm ready for the glove. Fuck a blood, ain't these rap lames. Popping champagne, no, grew up poor. Yeah, no wonder it's my last name. I remember being clown for that, but you wasn't around for that. Now I owned it, yeah, I like the sound of that. Yeah. I used to freestyle with Oriana. She would throw me words, you remember that? Remember back we lived for Grandma K. Uncle Danny still the older brother that I never had. Yeah, remember that? I do. Still the coldest, but you wouldn't notice. Ain't had a cut in months. Feeling focused, looking homeless.
I don't know. Yo, this is crazy right now. He's spin. Yeah, yo, we spin right now.
Spin right now.
High school dropout. This is a joint. If you notice too, side note, how the whole project started. That's my niece right there. She's like, now where do I start? Boom, the shit drops. When we first did this joint, I was like, we need to start this off on some soulful. The spring to me was bright. It was soulful. You know, that's the vibe I got, and this is the perfect way to start it. Onward.
Uncle Danny's still the older brother that I never had. Yeah, remember that? I do. Still the coldest, but you wouldn't notice. Ain't had a cut in months. Feeling focused, looking homeless. Grew up listening to Otis. Now I pen and opus. This middle finger for the police. This one for the POTUS. Riding for the squad, we ain't tryna be jealous. Give me my flowers while I can still smell them. Tell them I prefer money trees over y'all feelings. Picking dollar bills while they falling from the ceiling. Like, no. Everything within reach, I want my peace. Like, no. My bad, you was waiting on me. Okay.
Baby Franco Che said, I graduated, but this song's fire. It's on your shit.
Let me see.
All I'm seeing is a typo, and that's not what I was seeing that whole
Yeah,
song.
let's see if we can get it right. There's a whole little visual layout on it.
Hey, shout out to you know what I'm saying? Oh, Illmac gifted a tier 1 subscription to Baby Franco Chain. You're a real one.
Hooking the homies up.
Term 707 with the follow. Chonkum, Mitch, Mythic. I said Nerdster. Shout out to all y'all. Hey, Caustic's hosting a player. That's what's up. Yeah, so that's the first joint off of Spring. I don't know why. I don't know if it was like that for y'all where it was just the typo the whole time, but that flashed on my screen for literally 3 seconds and the rest of it was like the artwork and it looked all sick. And I'm looking at in the chat and I'm like, yeah, that's not what I'm saying. That's T-Rash like a dump truck.
Straight T-Rash like a dump truck.
What up, nonsense? We in here broadcasting live from the studio that this was created. Let's go. We're moving into track 2. Ghosted them. This video is actually shot by Zoo DeVille.
Shout out to Zoo, man. Cult Life 667. You feel me?
Beast. This shit's out now too. Go watch that. YouTube.
If they ain't loyal, I don't post with them. They was see-through, so I ghosted them. Names on bullets when I'm loading them. Told them dead it, then I ghosted them. I had to come up missing to make my presence known. So I ghosted them. I had to count my blessings. They don't add up, I get low.
You're just getting audio right now? Is that what's going on? It just sound like, yeah, see, it's getting stuck at the start because this is just Zoo's logo. That's not what's playing. The audio is playing. So we're getting like a maybe I just am not supposed to have it maximized or something. Something crazy right now. Is something crazy going on?
Is something crazy going on?
Let's try it like this. Let's try it like that. You know,
we're going to get all this smoothed out, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys for bearing with us while we, you know what I'm saying? This
ain't
is like
no bearing with nothing.
Oh, shit, all right.
This is a priv, you know?
Okay, well, shit.
Nah,
right,
yeah,
you know
I'm
what I'm
just
saying?
like...
I was trying to be diplomatic about it, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, it looks better on here.
Someone, I see a cat.
That's hilarious. Whoever said that, shout out to you.
Fuck, I clicked on it already.
Let's do this. Hey, that way you can tap in with us, you know?
I love the bass line on this.
If they ain't loyal, I don't post with them. They was see-through, so I ghosted them. Names on bullets when I'm loading them. Told them dead it, then I ghosted them. I had to come up missing to make my presence known. So I ghosted them. I had to count my blessings. They don't add up, I get low. Then I ghosted them. We getting money like 2006. Used to get $2.50 for an ounce of mids. Never let a bitch get in my head like John Malkovich. This my forte. Skip the foreplay like your album skits. Full Metal Alchemist. Nose diving mountain cliff. Surgical with it. Feel like Alonzo pulling out the bitch. Knock you out your shit. Blowing down your house of bricks. Lounging in my fortress lit. Order hits like the Saudi prince. Had to break the mold. Sheep's clothes. Masquerade them both. Calibrate the scale. Take a half and make it whole. Channel HBO.
Dro said, I don't think you can full screen it. All right.
I mean, this is what it looks like.
I know, but it's just stuck on that. The audio been playing, you feel me? We're over here nodding, and it's just like, we're keeping it running. We're keeping it going.
Game of Thrones, from dragon flames I rose. Walk out my palace straight and gold like a pharaoh. My heart is black, I made it cold. Ancient Rome, gladiator dome. Pop Molly, get lockjaw. Alligator roll, gladly take your soul. Ain't doing no favors, I do this for paper. Check the polygraph, I'm true to my nature, I do this. Don't lie to you, then try to justify the other. Judge through the book of me. People judge me by the cover, trying to self-improve. Selfish dude, eat the pussy, left for Yelp review. Life a chess game. I take the L and move. She pushing buttons like the Rari start. I'm getting
that's my ad lib. Eat the pussy, left a Yelp review.
I never noticed. It just fire ad lib.
He said it's a listening party, not a watch party. Honestly, I'm about to just close this whole shit and just play it out of a media player. You know what I'm saying? Cause this shit, I'm trying to. I don't want it to be distracting. You got to hear these bars, you know?
Yeah.
So you know what? Fuck it. That's what we're about to do. Close. Boom.
Yeah, we don't want fucking, frozen images and all that fucking shit.
Nah, fuck it. Fuck all that. We just about to play this shit. Keep it simple. The video is out for Ghosted 'em. There's other video shit. I could pop up the artwork, but most of all, we just want to play and share this music without it being interrupted and being all weird. You feel me? No weird shit.
Trox, what up? I see Trox in the Twitch chat. What's popping with my guy?
Boom. Boom. All right, here we go. I'm about to pull up Spring. I'm about to pull it up in the media player.
Yep, we running this shit back.
And then pull it up in the media player.
New joint or second joint, Spring.
Great intro.
Ghost.
Great fucking intro.
I was distracted when I was reading. Ghost of them. Produced by me. The second half produced by SM when the beat changes.
Had to break the mold, sheep's clothes, masquerade in both, calibrate the scale, take a half and make it whole. Channel HBO, Game of Thrones, from dragon flames I rose. Walk out my palace straight and gold like a pharaoh. My heart is black, I made it cold. Ancient Rome, gladiator dome, Pop Molly, get lockjaw. Alligator roll, gladly take your soul. Ain't doing no favors, I do this for paper. Check the polygraph, I'm true to my nature, I do this. Don't lie to you, then try to justify the other. Judge through the book of me. People judge me by the cover, trying to self-improve. Selfish dude, eat the pussy, left for Yelp review. Life a chess game. I take the L and move. She pushing buttons like the Rari start. I'm getting ghosts in the whip like Mario Kart. Blood in the water with sharks, tearing bodies apart. Blue candles out, fight in the dark like Arya Stark. Names on the list. If they ain't loyal, I don't post with them. They was see-through, so I ghosted them. Names on bullets when I'm loading them. Told them dead it, then I ghosted them.
I had to come up missing to make my presence known.
So I ghosted them.
I had to count my blessings. They don't add up, I get close.
Then I ghosted them.
That's me with that falsetto. What's popping?
They say, giving people the roses while they can smell them, and I agree. But sometimes the soil ain't ready for the flower. You gotta go through some shit, and that's the fertilizer so we can all grow. Yeah.
Hit 'em, Evil.
The phone, motherfucker, been gone, been busy.
Young transitional.
But you can always make time for shit you want to make time for, but shit, protect your energy. I remember reduced lunches, skipping consecutive meals. Now we do luncheons with execs and still stress on the bill. Somewhere between on the verge and on the edge of my feels. Thoughts in my head, trying to tell my pessimism to chill. When I go, mention me amongst legends for real. North on my back, got a lifelong membership in the Ville. Watch some switch up depending on whose presence they feel. Nothing faker than trying to fit somebody's definition of real, man. I forget what the choice was. Something about choosing to feel or avoid love. Young thousandaire, rockin' billionaire boys club. Like, oh, I see, you just filling that void, huh? I already know.
Hey, Trox related. You feel me? He said, now we do luncheons with execs and still stress on the bill. Even if it's via Zoom.
Fuck it.
You know, somebody's like, let's go meet at this fancy ass spot, and you go there, you're like, damn, I got like $22. What would you like to eat? I'm actually cool. I just have some water.
Yeah. Y'all got some lemon?
Yeah. Can I get a side of lemon? If you know, you know. You damn right, Trox.
Those I ghosted, I apologize. Just needed to cleanse my energy of them toxic vibes. Now it's new phone, who this? If only I knew then what I know now was clueless. But deep down I always knew this. I knew me, old soul, the shoe fits. Everybody's an icon, what we do for a few clicks. Old soul, the shoe fits. But the truth is, sometimes I feel out of place, like I'm not really from here. Like I inherited these memories and this identity, and I'm waiting to go back somewhere. Like I wake up from this dream and think, oh yeah, I am me. That dream was weird, just play along. Staying calm, ignore the...
That's some of my favorite shit I ever wrote, and it's not because it's the most clever or crazy, but just because if you've ever had that feeling, I don't know. That was just the best way that I feel like I hit the nail on the head with explaining this, like, you know, the feeling of feeling foreign in your own skin, or feeling like I've had that exact feeling where I'm just like, I feel like this is all a dream, you know. I feel like this shit is, I feel disconnected, you know. Sometimes I feel like I'm not really from here, like I inherited these memories and this identity, and I'm waiting to go back somewhere. Like I'll wake up from this dream and think, oh yeah, I am me. That dream was weird, just play along. Like
that shit's incredible, bro. Jesus.
That's some of the realest shit. Like when I wrote that, I was like, yo, I never been able to explain that feeling, you know, before.
You fucking did it. That was really
good.
Really good. Really vivid imagery.
That dream was weird, these memories and this identity, and I feel out of place, like I'm not really from here. Like I inherited these memories and this identity, and I'm waiting to go back somewhere. Like I wake up from this dream and think, oh yeah, I am me. That dream was weird, just play along. Staying calm, ignore the voices in my head unless I'm making songs. And that's the way we bond, probably hard to be with me, period. Feelings only show once in a while to keep up appearances. Down, Aquarius.
Got the delay dancing on that.
Shout out to SM on that one.
Yeah, shout out to SM on the switch up. He produced that. And I like just on some like technical shit. The transition is cool because I had to automate the tempo change, because obviously the two songs aren't the same tempo. And if you listen to it like in that 4-bar transition, like, you feel me? I don't know what the exact tempos are, but it's cool how you can hear the sample being time stretched into the tempo for the second half of the song.
Yeah. Shit is, yo, he quantitated it.
Yeah. Quantize all the notes. You know what I'm saying? It took me forever.
Twitch.tv/Illmac. We live. Listening to Spring. Whole project is out now.
Yeah.
Summer.
Available everywhere, man. Spring.
Yeah. Summer. Dropping 9/22, a week from Tuesday. Be on the lookout. We're gonna bump this spring album and then jump into a sneak peek of summer. Play a couple joints off that. This is a song called Yoda. Off of Spring.
Tryna get healthy, tight in my circle, ain't no try, only do. Get in that bag, waking up early, ain't no try, only do. Stick to the plan, no excuses, ain't no try, only do. Ain't no try, only do, ain't no try. Be more honest, fucked around and put a wall up, clear my conscience. just been in private. I was hiding, shit been piling up in need of guidance. Got them stuck, bottoms up. Put the bottle down, but I still got some shit that's bottled up. That's obvious. Everybody watching everybody. We ain't all got the same problems. Everybody feel alone, cause everybody watching everybody else acting like they ain't got them. I got problems too. I've been out.
You know what I mean? Everybody got the same what is it? Everybody got the same problems. I said everybody ain't got the same problems, but everybody feel alone watching everybody else acting like they ain't got them. You know what I mean? A lot of times we get caught up in the social media and everything, and it's like, oh, seeing the highlight reel of everybody's life, and then when we're going through some shit, it's just like we feel so alone and separated because we don't typically put all that shit online. So when we're going through it, we feel like we're going through it alone, even though, chances are most people in the world, or a lot of people out there are going through the same thing, just not showing it. So we kind of isolate. The more we're so connected by the internet and social media, but isolated at the same time. You know what I mean?
That's some real shit.
The low acting common, watching everybody else acting like they. We ain't all got this is obvious. Everybody watching everybody. We ain't all got the same problems. Everybody feel alone, cause everybody watching everybody else acting like they ain't got them. I got problems too. I've been out the low, acting calm and cool. I can't sleep in case my dreams turn to nightmares too. Lost a few friends, ends. A lot of my loved ones been abused. Shared some fucked up truths. Changed my pills, this pain's for you. A lot of women that survived abuse, what they've been through. Changed my views, this one's for you. That would be good by now, but I'ma still hold you down. Checking that bank up down, hoping that check don't bounce. That would be good by now. Love myself, put in more effort, ain't no try, only do. Try to read more, try to talk less, ain't no try, only do. Less complaining, trying to be great.
Shout out Marv
no
One.
Try,
what up, Marv?
ain't no try, only do, ain't no try. Can't nobody see me when I'm motivated. No, you don't fuck up now, right? Can't nobody see me when I'm motivated. Oh, you know you don't fuck up now, right? Chasing my purpose and that shit's eluding me. Wait, maybe I'm just confused. Maybe it's chasing me, it's been pursuing me. Maybe I'm losing it, hide it from scrutiny. Cover my wounds up with all of this jewelry. Ink on my skin just to cover my nudity. Wait, you feel out of place, you speak in my language, you talk to me fluently. There's no rules to this shit, just be you, and that's it. Ain't too cool to admit that. I listen to old shit and cringe, uncomfortable in my skin. Less about things that I said, more about places I've been. Yeah, less about things that I did. Well,
If you don't know the lyrics, then
I said it right.
you're like, so cold.
What? That's what you say, right?
No.
Oh, all right. Yep, for sure. Anyway.
No, I think I do. I'm all. If you don't know the lyrics, then I try to run my own lyrics back. I'm like, yeah, everybody, same problems.
You do say so cold there, no?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe it was just delayed.
Or that's the ad-libs and
I've
stuff.
been, yeah. Less about things that I did. Well, more about tears that were shed. Yeah. Less about feeling so cold. More about leaving my head.
Yo,
Yeah,
Dosia. Yeah, I think you just hit it at a different time. You know? Hey, Dosia, I appreciate you. Dosia is the one that dropped 100 gifted subs on me last stream, and now they're in here. I don't know if it's he or she or doesn't matter. But Dosia in here just gifted a tier 1 subscription to Marv One. Appreciate you. A tier 1 for Marv One. It all equates. Let's go.
We were made to feel, but that's not how we're made to feel. Being strong means giving yourself a space to heal. Real. That would be good by now, but I'ma still hold you down. Checking that bank up down, hoping that check don't bounce. That would be good by now, but I'ma still hold you down. Yeah. Drink more water, check my ego. Ain't no try, only do. Trying to listen, trust in my vision. Ain't no try, only do. Guard your magic, don't let them snatch it. Ain't no try, only do. Breaking habits, that's automatic. Ain't no try, only do. Forgive yourself, nobody's perfect. Ain't no try, only do. Forgive yourself, nobody's perfect. Ain't no try, only do. Forgive yourself, nobody's perfect. Ain't no try, only do. Ain't no try, only do. Ain't no try.
Yo, appreciate the tier 1 the Prime subscription, WTPK14. Tap in. Twitch.tv/Illmac. Spring out now.
No, you don't fuck up now, right? Can't nobody see me when I'm motivated. Yeah, we know you don't fuck up now, right? No, you don't fuck up now, right? No, you don't fuck up now. Can't nobody see me when I'm motivated. Motivation.
Crazy. Everybody clap.
Yo, I wanted the claps originally to sound realistic, but I kind of like it's kind of a stocky sounding, like a stock sounding clap sound. But there's a little fast delay on it. I like it though. Like I think it fits
it's
it.
great.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like the Chingy joint.
Because
Hotel.
or right there as that or
right there.
Or not right there. What was his big ass hit? Fucking.
I thought it was the joint Hotel. I don't know, bro. I'm the worst at trying to recall anything.
Yeah. But I'm glad I made that change.
Tracks because I'm all clapping off beats. All this ain't Portland, Illmac. Yo, Marv.
You're clapping on the 1 and the 3 and shit.
Yeah, on the 1.5 and the 6.3. Marv, you should definitely do a listening party like this, man. You know, we're not out here being able to tour and do shows. I'm not only doing it, so we're listening to Spring. We're gonna do another listening party a week from Tuesday on 9/22. That's when I'm putting out Summer, and we're also during that session we'll announce an official date, but we're gonna do like a live performance as well. You know what I mean? Where we perform some of Spring and we perform a majority of Summer. It'll be like a release party, a digital release party. We'll have a date for that when we do the release party the listening party for Summer. But you know, we gotta diversify with the young pandemic and everything happening, man. Yeah, Summer's dropping 9/22. So that's why we had to go back. We had to go back and listen to Spring before we move forward, because I'm dropping the first single on Tuesday for Summer.
Yeah.
So we got it
for that, man.
But yeah, you should definitely do it, Marv, for real. You should get on this Twitch thing. You're already hilarious, and you know, I'm trying to hear your music. See a Marv 1 listening party on here. And I'm sure a lot of people in the chat feel the same way.
Man, I really fucking love this next song, man. Big shout out to B. And also Trackstar. I love this joint. I think this joint's got a unique tempo to it.
This was originally for the LSC project.
Yeah.
And now it was just me and Dot. So we had a couple unfinished joints. This was one of them. We came back and finished it, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna put this on Spring. So Cakewalk featuring B. Spring out now everywhere.
Yeah. Look, you niggas ain't fucking with the squad though. No. I put that on my mind, bro. When it come to writing rhymes, every line's intertwined and designed with the God flow. Yeah. Don't get hit with a bomb, no. I couldn't miss a shot with my eyes closed. I'm good with the point like Rondo, and get hit with a 2-piece. That's a combo, nigga. All my homies from the bottom, guns and drugs, they really got them. See the ops and they spot them. Best believe they probably shot them. Oh my God, this is a problem. Oh my Lord, this is an issue. Hand my grandmama some tissue. She say no weapon that is formed against you. I say grandmama, Jesus allowed the hood to have pistols. So I'm switching up the flow cause I can, to let you niggas know I'm the man. You don't understand what the cocaine epidemic did to my fam. When you take the lid off a can after you done heated it and beated it and mistreated it, and best believe anything that you see in it to degrees will be damned. Damaged goods, so understand the hood next next time you try to critique who I am. I'm tap dancing on the beat, so anything that I think, I'ma make sure it bleeds through the pen. Get a scope, come see through my lens. I'm yelling out free on my friends and making sure they never go.
Bruh, that whole part is so
it's ridiculous.
crazy,
and it's
bruh.
so like rapid fire but crisp.
You
and
don't understand what
styling
the
and
cocaine epidemic did to my fam. When you take the lid off a can after you done heated it and beated it and mistreated it, best believe anything that you see in it to degrees will be damned. Damaged goods. So understand the hood next time you try to critique who I am.
so tight.
Yo, it's saying so much.
Yeah.
But dancing on it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
And
like,
you know what's I remember too? I remember he wrote that verse quickly too.
Yeah.
That was like
he wrote that verse, which is like what, a 24 or something in the time I wrote my little 12 or whatever. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna just roll with this.
yeah.
I wasn't even trying to, at that point when I heard his verse, I'm like, nah, I'm not even gonna try to compete. Let me just throw a hook on there.
Yeah.
And even the scale a little bit.
He just caught that pocket, bro. He just caught
Yeah.
that wave and fucking
I'm about to run it back a little bit.
Stand with the cocaine epidemic
This
did to my
whole shit.
fam. When you mama Jesus allowed the hood to have pistols. So I'm switching up the flow cause I can to let you niggas know I'm the man. You don't understand what the cocaine epidemic did to my fam. When you take the lid off a can after you done heated it and beated it and mistreated it, and best believe anything that you see in it to degrees will be damned. Damaged goods, so understand the hood next time you try to critique who I am. I'm tap dancing on the beat, so anything that I think, I'ma make sure it bleeds through the pen. Get a scope, come see through my lens. I'm yelling out free on my friends and making sure they never go again. I'ma speak the truth to the end. And fuck whoever that we go defend. And let's
Real make moves when a fake watch. No Snapchat when they face swap. Hit the plug up, make them wait watch. Get into the bag, that's a cakewalk. Got a crib in the valley where it stays hot, trust me. Been a few months since a raindrop touch me. Real make moves when a fake watch. Get into the bag, that's a cakewalk. It's fuck 12, I got the case drop. My homie PC did 2.5 years. State prop just for selling trees. Now dispensaries on the same block. Damn, shit don't stop like the drug war. Every other block got a drugstore. Ain't an uproar, the Walking Dead, the whole city is slum. While they running their mouth, I got a business to run. Now they twiddling thumbs, fixing the tongue to put a limit on how big we become. Like it's 1,000,000 to 1. Told them, bitch, I'm the one. They said over my dead body, consider it done. Killer been on the run, rep the city I'm from. This is capital punishment, that isn't a pun. Heart frigid, I'm numb. Only rubber I use is the grip on the gun, cause it kick like a drum. Spending militant funds, civilians with guns.
Hey kids, practice safe sex. Use a condom. All right, don't listen to these lyrics. It's just ignorant. Only rubber I use is the grip on the gun because it kick like a drum.
Hey, take it back a little bit to
Dead
the
the whole
breakdown.
city is slum. While they running their mouth, I got a business to run. Now they twiddling thumbs, fixing the tongue to put a limit on how big we become. Like it's 1,000,000 to 1. Told them, bitch, I'm the one. They said over my dead body, consider it done. Killer been on the run, rep the city I'm from. This is capital punishment, that isn't a pun. Heart frigid, I'm numb. Only rubber I use is the grip on the gun, cause it kick like a drum. Spending militant funds, civilians with guns, I'm the vigilant one. Vigilante with a pistol, being civil to none. Throw shade, I extinguish the sun. I'm as lit as they come. Got them like, ooh-wee, oh shit. Hopping out 2 seats, no tents. They be like, who's he? No drip. I be like, new me. Who's this? What we talking? Real make moves when a fake watch. No Snapchat when they face swap. Hit the plug up, make them wait watch. Get into the bag, that's a cakewalk. Got a crib in the valley where it stays hot, trust me. Been a few months since a raindrop touch me. Real make moves when a fake watch. Get into the bag, that's a cakewalk. Real make moves when a fake watch.
I'ma speak the truth to the end.
Get into the bag, that's a cakewalk.
Oh my God, this is a problem.
Real make moves when a fake watch.
All my homies from the bottom. Guns and drugs, they really got them.
Get into the bag, that's a cakewalk.
Trackstar killed those scratches, man. Trackstar the DJ.
Make sure to tune in to Trackstar's show weekly every Friday, 7 to 10, I believe, on Shade 45, the smoking section.
Yep.
Trackstar the DJ.
Yep.
He ain't done.
I'ma speak the truth to the end. I'ma speak the truth. I'ma speak the truth. I'ma speak the truth to the end. I'ma speak the truth. I'ma speak the truth. I'ma speak the truth.
Till the end. B-Dot went crazy on this joint, man.
Yeah, he did.
To the mud on the beat.
You goddamn right.
Chase, Didn't you used to have a tag
I had
like
a
that?
tag. I stopped using it. I just didn't
Chase.
like to. I don't know.
You should let me do a tag.
I'm not opposed to it.
I'll be like,
all right, come on, let's hear it.
I love this fucking Chase more. You know what I mean? You didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know what I was going to do. That was freestyle.
I like that, though.
The boys still got it.
Yeah, I really might have to consider that.
All right, Spring's still out now. Still out now, yo. Damn, bro.
man.
Is that Piff, dude? I think I'm fucking high, dude. I think I'm fucking... Am I zooted right now?
Contact high, bro.
Damn, bro.
Fucking yeah.
Marble statues right here.
Shout out to boy Baby Franco on this song. And his Little Warrior, did she do background vocals on this song too?
She has some additional vocals on this joint as well.
Shout out to her. Go check Franco's music out, Baby Franco, and check out Little Warrior's music out. Two great talented artists.
This fool got track 5. I got Baby Franco on track 5 on Spring, and I have him on track 5 on Summer as
really?
well. Yeah.
That's tight.
Track 5 is always sort of a special track for me in a way. Like, I always put one of my favorite songs, if not my favorite song, on a project in like the 5th spot. You know what I mean? It just holds a special place in my heart, you know? So yeah, shout out Baby Franco on this joint called Marble Statues.
And he destroys this too.
Yeah.
I love this fool's verse on this.
Shout out Marv1 and DFD TV for the follow.
Had to crawl before I walked in. Ran right away from you. Had to fly before I crash land. And crawled right back to you. And got me saying, oh, hey, yeah. Same shit, different day. Got them saying, oh, hey, yeah. Guess it is what it is, still it ain't.
I promise every day after tomorrow gonna be better. Days go by like nights, I'm high enough to forget her. I can run forever like fires. Feels like every song about you into the chorus. Every day the same amount of pain, hope you ain't noticed. Is this supposed to leave? I ain't know it. I see you in my dream, where you going? And everything I think when I wake up in the morning, my heart
never skips a beat, it's been resting on my sleeve. I ain't never seen me coming like I never seen them leave. When the show's done and the lights dim and the song ends and the love fades, what we got then? Was it all worth it? Had to cry before I walked in. Ran right away from you. Had to fly before I crash land. Crawled right back to you. Got me saying, oh, hey, yeah. Same shit, different day. Got them saying, oh, hey, yeah. Guess it is what it is, still it ain't. Yo, you in this, then I'm in it too. We can go the distance, I know I've been distant too. I know sometimes you think I'm dissing you and take my lyrics literal, but it writes itself, I'm just in the room. No lie, most time these words take on a life of their own and predict the future. I would've listened if I would've known. Sometimes I consider your feelings in spite of my own. I resent your feelings when I can't decipher my own. I know sometimes when I...
Yo, that's another pause-worthy, not... Another pause-worthy joint, as in a little sidebar on when I say no lie, most times these words take on a life of their own and predict the future. I would have listened if I would have known. Like, what I'm referencing there is, like, I feel like we talked about this too, but where a lot of times, like, you write songs and you create art and you kind of do it from one perspective. So you think the lyrics mean one thing, right? And then life happens and you go back and you listen to those same lyrics and you like predicted some shit you didn't even realize. Like, damn, that line or that song or that hook or whatever it is has a whole different meaning now that I didn't even really fully realize. You know what I mean? It's the whole life becomes art, or imitates art, imitates life sort of conundrum, you know what I mean? It's like fucking two mirrors facing each other, bro.
If I would've known, sometimes I consider your first time. These words take on a life of their own and predict the future. I would've listened if I would've known. Sometimes I consider your feelings in spite of my own. I resent your feelings when I can't decipher my own. I know sometimes when I write, I get a glimpse of my inner light. I mostly end up feeling like I've been writing the same song a million times. I still can't get it right.
Real shit.
Fuck it, this the life. Blame it on the lifestyle. I'm raising some eyebrows and raising my price now. Parents raised me right. Like it's polite how I opened up doors for them. I'm nice now, it's cool, they never love me. I never like to be tied down. In deep, I might drown. Picture the gold counting sheep before I lie down. Sleep on me, it's lights out. When the show's done and the lights dim and the song ends and the love fades, what we got then, huh? Had to crawl before I walked in. Ran right away from you. Had to fly before I crash land. And crawl right back to you. Got me saying, oh, hey, yeah. Same shit, different day. Got them saying, oh, hey, yeah. Guess it is what it is, still it ain't. Oh, hey, yeah. Oh, hey, yeah.
That was me too on them vocals on that outro.
Yeah, the pitched up ones and the slowed down. I think it's both, right? I think we pitched them down and sped them up, or pitched them up and down. Yeah, because there's the low one and the high one.
Yeah, man. Marble Statues off of Spring. You are now listening to Spring. Yeah, that shit's out now everywhere. Baby Franco killed that shit.
Yeah.
Lil Warrior came through on some extra vocals. We're about to jump into Sangria Sunsets. This is also produced by SM.
Yep.
Yeah, he had half of Ghosted Him, and he also produced this one. Everything else produced by Chase. Co-production on Gardettos and Velour Sweats. But yo, Sangria Sunsets.
This is like my little window to the world.
Shout out Waking Life. I took this from a scene in Waking Life. If you know, you know. I pitched it down a little bit to make it a little less recognizable, but if you know, you know.
This is like my little window to the world, and every minute's a different show. The idea is to remain in a state of constant departure while always arriving. Saves on introductions and goodbyes. The ride does not require an explanation, just occupants. That's where you guys come in.
Yeah. Look. This LA spring feel like Portland summers. The heavens that we orbit under look like watercolors. So excuse me while I paint the sky. Waste time spending magic hours watching paint dry. Drinking in these blue moons and sangria sunsets. Drip like what it takes to be a champion. Blood, sweat, and tears my peers shed when they ask me who's up next. Hand me an Ambien, this shit had me in unrest. Caused my family enough stress. Loved ones pay the price.
Hand me an Ambien, that shit had me in unrest.
Nasty.
What? It's the subtle things that do it for me. It's the subtle little word plays that do it for me, you know?
Sangria sunsets, drip like what it takes to be it under, look like a... This LA spring feel like Portland summers. The heavens that we orbit under look like watercolors. So excuse me while I paint the sky. Waste time spending magic hours watching paint dry. Drinking in these blue moons and sangria sunsets. Drip like what it takes to be a champion. Blood, sweat, and tears my peers shed when they ask me who's up next. Hand me an Ambien, this shit had me in unrest. Caused my family enough stress. Loved ones pay the price. Kidnap Jeff Bezos, make the ransom a couple grains of rice. Tally the masses, counting sheep before I say.
Yo, if you know what that reference is, do you know what that reference is right there?
What's
Kidnap
the
Jeff Bezos, make the ransom a couple grains of rice.
There's that video that was out where they were showing like how big his wealth was, and they used grains of rice to represent the dollars.
Oh, if you have
So
you know,
it pans
something
and
like
it's
100 or 100,
Yeah.
like this is the average person's income, whatever it is, and it was like some grains of rice, and then just poured like pounds of rice
was
like, on
crazy.
some shit to like. So that's what because
Yeah.
that otherwise that just sounds random
Yeah,
if
no,
you
I
don't
got that
really
line.
get that.
Yeah.
Like, kidnap Jeff Bezos, make the ransom a couple grains of rice, which I'm
Nah,
like,
but that's what makes it tight, though. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's either you get it and catch it, or someone might look it up and be like, oh, shit, that's what he
yeah.
means.
Or just think like, damn, that wasn't a high.
What if someone just
high
fucked with it,
ransom.
not getting the reference? Like, They just,
I would kind of fuck with it if I didn't get the reference, because I'd be like, he just like kidnapped him for like the fuck of it, like,
yeah,
which is also kind of
Yeah,
lit
that is
too in
hard.
its
That
own
is,
regard.
yeah.
You know
It's
what I mean?
all applicable.
Of stress. Loved ones pay the price. Kidnap Jeff Bezos, make the ransom a couple grains of rice. Tally the masses, counting sheep before I say goodnight. Insomniac, lucid dreaming, watching waking life. Yeah, not many dreamers left. So busy sleepwalking through life, awake walking through dreams. Ain't recognize the man in the mirror. I think we've met. That's nostalgia the beat projects. Remember young me watching Family Matters on CBS. Used to think I was more Stefan than Steven-esque. I still chase Laura around, just imagining she's success and share fleeting moments of happiness, sandwiched between regrets. Why everything gotta be so deep? Why I can't just get on here and talk shit? Why I always forget details? Why I'm so focused on the whole theme? Why I always fall in love? Why can't it be no strings? Excuse my selfishness. Faith's belief without evidence. And actions the line between knowledge and intelligence. Like when I read 48 Laws of Power and aspired to be everything I rebel against. Peep the relevance. Most people are people, only talk ideas, but most are followers. Watch who you call your leaders. Probably die by my entourage at Dorados like Pancho Villa on the March of Freedom. Singing Don't Cry For Me, Argentina, like Martin's speech. This I call it dreamers. Before I recant and call it naive. Before my blood spilled in the street like Aquafina. Put a lot of myself in my art like Frida. We all wake up and play our part in this cosmic theater. Ideas, but most people.
If you recognize that quote too, I said on So Familiar, most people are people, only talk ideas.
I was gonna ask. I was like, didn't you? I thought maybe you just used it on a song and then scrapped it.
It's like
I know exactly where you say.
Well, I don't even remember what I rhymed with it, but I didn't rhyme none of this shit with it. That's for sure.
Yeah. Nah, fuck no. But yeah, that makes sense. It is so familiar.
Yeah, Evil, you said like Martin's speech, the Cicada Dreamers. Before I recant and call it naive, before my blood spilled in the street like Aquafina. You know, that's all connected. I'm talking about all like rebellious acts, you know, from Pancho Villa, rejecting a lot of her art.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that line.
Most people are people, only talk ideas, but most are followers. Watch who you call your leaders. Probably die by my entourage at Dorados like Pancho Villa on the March of Freedom. Singing Don't Cry For Me, Argentina, like Martin's speech. This I call it dreamers. Before I recant and call it naive. Before my blood spilled in the street like Aquafina. Put a lot of myself in my art like Frida. We all wake up and play our part in this cosmic theater. That or we mindlessly drifting. She only smokes cigs when the anxiety's crippling. We both misfits in society's vision. Some dying to fit in, others try to be different. Can't tell if I'm neither or both. Can't tell if I'm neither or both. They said you reap what you sow. Just plant seeds and see it as growth. Spring.
Yeah.
Sangria Sunsets, spring album. We're at the halfway mark. Now's a good time to, you know, take a bathroom break. I got to take a young piss right quick. If you want to answer some questions from the chat, or you got the chat open.
Yeah, I got the Twitch chat right here.
Yeah. Anything on YouTube too, if you.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth between.
For sure, I'll be right back.
Yo, this next joint's crazy. Fucking. Yeah, man, what's up? Ask me some questions. I'm chilling. What's good? Any news on water buffaloes? Absolutely, there is news on water buffaloes. We're gonna drop it in the first week of October. I'm going to send it to mastering. Oh, for those who don't know, Water Buffaloes is a collab album with me and Fredo Algebra. I'm gonna submit it to mastering early next week. We've already shot 4 videos for it. We just got the artwork done, and we're going to do crazy ass merch. Fredo's been, you know what I'm saying, cooking and designing some crazy shit. It's a really, really good album. I'm super proud of it. It's really fun. And it's some rap shit. But yeah, Water Buffaloes is the next project I'm putting out with Fredo. What's my beat process? It kind of changes, to be honest. But most of the time, it's either sample or melody first. Sometimes I'll make some drums. especially if I get a new folder or a new pack. I'll make some drums first. But mainly, if I'm sampling something, you know what I'm saying? I just listen to samples until I find the part that speaks to me. I can make the drums a little bit more. But it definitely works the other way around. Also, what happens a lot of time is I'll make a beat. Not be that, not feel that great about it or whatever, or just think it's average. And then I'll just mute out either the sample or what I was playing and then use the drums for another beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit happens all the time. But, no, wait, go ahead.
If you're on YouTube and you're jealous that, we're paying attention to Twitch, looks like you need to download the app and join us over at twitch.tv/Illmac. We're still broadcasting over to you. Don't feel left out. We're going to get to you. But I already said, if you really want, we do a lot of streams. We stream full time over on twitch.tv/Illmac. Don't be jelly. Get with it. You know what I mean? Don't be jelly. Get with it. They're dropping bread over here. They're dropping gifteds. They're dropping bread. You know what I mean? You're just dropping complaints.
Yeah, come be a part of it. Come sit with the cool guys, man. Hey, somebody asked real quick. They want to know what my rack consists of. He said you wanted to save it, but bro, my setup is hella simple, bro. I'll tell you exactly what I have. It's not really a crazy ass setup. I just have a small setup with good equipment though. I have a Neumann 103 mic, which is this one right here. I have an Avalon 737 preamp. I have an Apollo universal audio interface. I have Yamaha HS8 monitors with a sub as well. I have a pair of 5.
The person behind it.
Yeah, it's not about what you guys, about how you use it. So
that's like that old. There's some like meme or some shit, or maybe some photographer posted it. But basically it's like a story. I feel like he wrote it out, but he was like, yeah, I was over at this, a coworker or someone I knew this dinner is really good. You must have a nice stove.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, hey, Too Basic, Sin Sun, Solace sees you, and Captain Michael O2 all joining the Twitch gang. Too Basic was like, yo, thank you guys. Yeah, I just came to Twitch instead. Appreciate you for the follow 100%.
So you ain't got no Cork, Triton, and Fruity Loops? I've never used that fella in my life.
I used to think you needed a Triton to make it in rap when they were first coming up.
I had a Triton, I didn't have one. I borrowed my homie's Triton. That was the first thing that I ever made a beat on that had a sampler. Was the Triton. Like, I borrowed it for a couple months,
Yeah, hold on. I'll answer one question too before we jump. Adam Bridges on YouTube asked Nerd Rap question. Any tips for breath control in the booth?
Punch in.
Yeah,
if it's a problem for you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, do that. Also write better. Right to your ability to deliver, and it's not, you're going to have a lot of times where you want to punch. I punch sometimes, but typically when I write, I want to be able, while I'm writing or practicing before I get in the booth, to be able to rap that shit. I practice it. I know how I want to sound. I know the voice. And a lot of times I create on the spot. So I'm not sitting at home rapping it a million times, practicing it. That's my favorite way to be creative, is on the spot, in the lab, in real time. Boom. All right, just wrote it. Let's record. And sometimes do the whole freestyle, mumbling, blah, blah, blah. Most part, you want to keep your breath control in mind when you're writing.
Yeah.
Other than that, punching.
And you want just rapping more. Like, don't have it be the only time you're rapping is when you're recording the verse. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a muscle and it is something that you have to exercise. So you just rap more as well, because that's going to help you with your breath control. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to keep the blade sharp, and that shit makes a difference.
100%.
Out loud, you know what I'm saying? Like, spitting that shit.
Yeah. Walker the Wise, I believe it's 2 U's, but I get it W. Walker the Wise also, shout out for the follow.
The homie.
But
that's the homie.
In that same note too,
that's
like
Yikin.
There's two different. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There's two other things I'd like to say on that note. I remember one time, it was after I won Scribble Jam. I was doing a show in Eugene with Idea and Abilities, RIP Idea.
Yep.
And one thing he told me I think it was after I performed, even like giving me some constructive criticism. But he said, like, you want to write and record how you're going to perform, because ultimately you want to perform your music. He's like, so when I'm recording, I'm trying to sound like I'm going to sound live.
Yeah.
In that same vein, and I don't remember, this isn't like an original thought by me, but you know, if you have to punch a million times and do to make it sound right and everything, that's one thing. But remember, it's in how you write it, because if it sounds like it's hard to rap, if it sounds like it's a task for you to record, if it doesn't sound easy for you to rap, it doesn't sound easy to listen to. How if you sound like you're really trying when you're rapping and when you're recording, someone's going to really have to try to listen. You know what I mean? So just remember that as well.
Real talk.
It should sound natural, and it should sound, and that's not to say you don't gas some shit, but if it sounds like it's hard for you to do, it's going to be hard to listen to, because people can sense that. You know, they sense that vibe in your voice and in your tone and everything, and it's a little bit of a turnoff when you're listening, because it's like, oh, I can tell it's hard for him, and it creates an uneasiness. You know?
Don't be afraid to go back and redo and fix shit too, because a lot of times people like just don't settle for it either. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to, there's no rush. You feel me? Like you create the time when the shit's gonna come out. So like, in the past, we might have like not re-recorded shit or not gone back and fuck with it, and it always makes a difference when you do. So don't be afraid if you're not comfortable with it to just keep doing it and trying it until you get it right. Whether it's re-recording the whole verse or replacing a certain part, like that's also a good practice to follow. You know what I'm saying?
100%. All right. That being said, let's get into the second half of Spring, track 7. This song is called "Dim My Light."
Oh man,
Spring out now. Let's go.
I let my thoughts roam. They've been gone so long, that's why I ain't dropped. They just got home. It's been 4 years, I'm locked into my zone. Took it on the jawbone and got stronger. Now I flaunt every flaw shown. Nothing handed to me, I don't plan to lose. Life's a bitch, I got sandy shoes. Going ham till I pull a hand, and you gotta hand it to me. Middle finger in the hand on my family jewels. Can't handle my attitude. I swam in a half a gallon of goose off a handle loose. Know what them Xannies do, call them Xanadu's. With the small, packing a pack of cools. 10 milligram addies and me spazzing back when I sang the blues. Act the fool with my clique of animals. Hopping out of pocket like some kangaroos. No lacking, you know where I'm at. Check the latitude, point the trigger finger at me. There's at least 3 pointing back at you. Anywho, the vegan Ani, sweet as apple juice and passion fruit. Jump in the box and then I crash like Bandicoot. She a savage like Fenty, left him the key to hold the heater. Don't fuck with Mona Lisa, but she my Rosalia.
Wind that back. Wind that whole little part back. Also, if you listen to that, I think that's me doing the right? Or is that you? I think I had that. I had that in the beat already. Yeah. But the little break that shows that sound is tight. But really, the shit you're spitting right there is hella crazy. Bandit, that whole fucking
it's so
fruit and apple juice.
It's so it's perfect. It's serendipitous because of the rant we just went on, answering the whole breath control and everything. Like this track, like it's smooth. You know what I mean? And it sounds like if you're just someone who don't even appreciate lyrics or whatever, like you're not sitting here like, oh, like I can tell he's really rapping hard. He's trying, but I'm spitting. But it's natural. It's in the cut. It's vibing. You know what I mean? So it's that was relevant. I wanted to point that out. You don't got to be like rapping your like really trying. Like it's better when it's effortless and you can just slide them lyrics in there and slide them bars, and whether they get them or not, musically does it sound good? You know what I mean? And when you can combine the two,
come on,
you get this.
I let my thoughts roam. They've been gone so long, that's why I ain't dropped. They just got home. It's been 4 years, I'm locked into my zone. Took it on the jawbone and got stronger. Now I flaunt every flaw shown. Nothing handed to me, I don't plan to lose. Life's a bitch, I got sandy shoes. Going ham till I pull a hand, and you gotta hand it to me. Middle finger in the hand on my family jewels. Can't handle my attitude. I swam in a half a gallon of goose off a handle loose. Know what them Xannies do, call them Xanadu's. With the small, packing a pack of cools. 10 milligram addies and me spazzing back when I sang the blues. Act the fool with my clique of animals. Hopping out of pocket like some kangaroos. No lacking, you know where I'm at. check the latitude. Point the trigger finger at me. There's at least 3 pointed back at you. Anywho, the vegan Annie, sweet as apple juice and passion fruit. Jump in the box and then I crash like Bandicoot. She a savage like Fenty, left him the key to hold the heater. Don't fuck with Mona Lisa, but she my Rosalia. I can't lie to myself, saying I ain't the one, ain't the one. No, I can't lie to myself. No, let me shine. Leave me alone and live my life. Into my soul, dim my light for you. I don't live my life for you, so I won't live my life for you. Yeah, I don't live my life for you. Live my life for you. Live my life for you, so I won't live my life for you. Ay, gotta hustle through the pain, hit the kill switch. Lot of trouble on my brain, gotta deal with. Pulling luggage off a plane, off a guilt trip. Couple hundred in my name, now I feel rich. We only here a brief moment in time, which reminds me, keep going and grind. Keep controlling my vibe, and each moment is mine. Might have blew a shot or two, I'm reloaded, it's fine. I ain't tripping off that, nah. I've been living off rap, but I was getting off pack, so I ain't finna fall back. We don't consider y'all feelings, we consider y'all whack. If I put a hole in one of y'all, it'd get a golf clap. Homie told me move to LA.
If I put a hole in one of y'all, it'd get a golf clap. Onward.
Oh, wait, no. There's one thing I wanted to say, too. If you listen to this beat, like most times, not most times, but a common thing to do is to match, like, the bass with your drums, right? You know what I'm saying? That's a good way to get it in the pocket and nice. But on this beat, since it's like a break beat and it's not really, like, super punchy drums and the Rhodes are, like, already stabs, I put the bass line on the upbeat, you know what I'm saying? The bass line, it's almost like a call and response between the Rhodes and the bass, and I like how all the bass hits are on the upbeat on this shit, you know what I'm saying? And that makes it sound more live too, you know what I mean? But I always fucked with that, like,
that's fire.
Yeah.
Dropping jewels.
Tripping off that, nah. I've been might have blew a shot or two, I'm reloaded, it's fine. I ain't tripping off that, nah. I've been living off rap, but I was getting off pack, so I ain't finna fall back. We don't consider y'all feelings, we consider y'all whack. If I put a hole in one of y'all, it'd get a golf clap. Homie told me move to LA, don't let that shit change you. But watching old friends stay the same's a bit painful. Shows I'm growing right, humble like, apologizing after the fight, even though you know you right. Lips red, exhale, them lips red, sex sells. Guess I'm in good company, I invest well. I do this comfortably now.
Guess I'm in good company, I invest well. Layers,
dog,
bro.
I didn't catch that till
it's
right
layers
now.
That's why it's meant to just slide in there, you know what I mean? It just slides in your mental DMs and you don't even really realize it. Got a lot of shit like that.
You just say slide into your mental. Yeah, that's hard. Yo, you gotta use that more. That's
I'm gonna
fire.
start using that. That was off top.
That was that's a keeper.
Yeah, that was off the top. Get your noggin chopped on the chopping block right there,
Come
boy.
on, bro. Let's
In good company, I invest well. I'm after the fight, even though you know you right. Lips red, exhale, them lips red, sex sells. Guess I'm in good company, I invest well. I do this comfortably now and find it funny how all those who can never fuck with me now. They hate to see they stuck in the ground, they tended to it enough, it grew into love for me now. But who's got love for me? Who's frontin'? Who fucks with me? How? Who's running? Who's tied the ankles, tugging me down? Cause I can't lie to myself, saying I ain't the one, ain't the one. No, I can't lie to myself. No, let me shine. Leave me alone and live my life. Into my soul, live my life for you. I don't live my life for you, so I won't live my life for you. Yeah, I don't live my life for you. Live my life for you. Live my life for you, so I won't live my life for you. Yeah.
I don't live my life for you, so I won't live my life for you. You know what I mean? Hey.
homie.
Hey, I forgot I co-produced this.
Featuring.
I forgot I put that on there.
Homie.
Yo,
Did we ever come up with a name for that bird?
we did. I forgot.
Yeah, me
So you hear them at the start, and there's like one or two songs that transition, and you can hear a bird right there. It's at the end of the beat, and it's like on beat and in key, but I like that's a bird that's just outside. And in the middle of the night, we were like, I don't know, it was in the 3 in the morning, whatever it was, 1 in the morning, doesn't matter. We were working. I went outside to grab something, or I left, and this bird was out there just wilding out. So I just recorded it on my phone, And then boom, the Bird made the album.
Well,
right
I
there.
remember when we were inside, it was like, dude, he's in key with the beat.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
I'm about to go record that shit.
Yeah,
He
that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
It tricked me out because I'm working on the beat.
And you hear this extra
sound.
sound.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I think we were mixing it, right? We'd already done the song had been done at that point, right?
Yeah.
So we were mixing it and we were like working on post production.
And this fool's out there vibing.
Yeah.
Like, hey yo, add this.
For real. He was in key with the fucking beat, bro. I didn't have to tune that, you know what I'm saying? He was in key with the beat.
Yup. Boom, run this outro back.
I live my life for you. Live my life for you. So I won't live my life for you. Yeah.
Right here. I'm in my own personal bubble. My little niece. Yeah, that Bird was barring out on that joint.
That's Homie the Bird, bro.
Homie the Bird. Homie the Bird.
Homie the Bird, man.
Yo, shout out to Hash
Bird's
Bros.
the word, you know what I'm saying? That's the boy Bird's the word. We gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We're still working on his project right now.
Shout out to Hash Bros FB with the tier 1 subscription. Twitch.tv/Illmac. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit follow, hit subscribe if you're a real one. Yo, hey, every time we get a tier, let's drop the mustard emote in Twitch. Let's let them let's get that wall of mustard emotes. We got French's gang popping.
Let them off.
Hash Bro said, I've been a huge fan for years and was just informed that you are on Twitch. We're out here, Hash.
Welcome.
Also, I just noticed, Still Aware dropped $20 on YouTube in the YouTube chat as well. He said, "What up, Illmac? Been a fan since like 2004, watching all the old battles from Scribble Jam to Dub RC to Grind Time to now. Just thought I should pay for all the entertainment you've given me over the years, man. Peace." Hey, I appreciate that for real, man. I appreciate you tuning in, following the movement. You know, this new album, the music has always been in the forefront to me. I love battling. It's a competitive side, and I know a lot of y'all, that's where you kind of where I came on your radar was through battle rap, which is exactly the reason why I started it in the first place. And I just appreciate you following the movement and being in here chilling with us, listening to Spring. It's out now, so make sure to follow that. Shout out Bavy for gifting the tier 1 over there to Gravity Zero.
It's popping.
And for the follow from Math, Math from Norway. Shout out to him.
Oh, whoa. No attempt on the pronunciation.
It's like Matilda.
You
know what it is. You know what time it is.
Yep, shout out the boy.
Hey, speaking of Adam and Evil being in the chat, my man Adam Flowers.
Oh, shout out the boy.
The song Falling Out featuring Adam Flowers from my project Spring.
I'm starting to feel it. Yeah. It's good to be alive right now. Shit, I could have died by now.
Ooh, that bass too. That shit comes in slapping.
Come on, man.
Come on.
I'm not fucking around with the bass lines these days, man. I'm in my bass line bag, man.
I just want him to feel it.
You guys are like Wheezy right there.
It's good to be alive right now. Shit, I could have died by now. Last few months felt weak. Watch months pass like weeks. Watch weeks pass like days. Watch days pass like blinks. Lost fam, rest in peace. No dead weight, no weaklings. You don't really need me. Do it all by yourself. You don't need me, you good. But I still wish you well. Yeah, you don't really need me. Do it all by yourself. You don't need me, you good. But I still wish you well. Guess we falling now. I guess we falling now. I know.
Hey, that has the, I know we've talked about that, kind of has the Outcast-ish type vibe.
Yeah.
Like just that ooh, ooh, ooh.
Hell yeah, bro.
That call and response-y kind of like hook shit. Like that
yeah, like what's his face that used to do hella shit on there, Sleepy Brown.
Yeah,
like how
yeah,
he used to do a lot of the backgrounds on their shit like that.
Him and Andre.
We falling now. I know I wish you well.
It's an emote, not an emoji, bro.
Oh my god.
And that's awkward. If you're subscribed to Awkward's channel, he's got the polo emotes. That's just fire, huh?
That is fire. I need that.
Hey, twitch.tv/Illmac.
What's the difference? It's Twitch specific?
I know
Yeah,
I wish
some
you
other
well.
shit out of there.
I know I wish you well. I do. Don't catch me if I'm falling. No half-ass love when I'm all in. Never switched up, I'm evolving. Yeah. What's the problem? Yeah. I can't fuck with him if I don't know him. Nah, only trust him far as I could throw him. Love to be alone, I seen it as an omen. Let him go, don't look at people like I own them. And that goes for homies and that goes for hoes. And I just killed the pussy and gave no condolence. I let her throw it back till she get scoliosis. And even Virgin Mary, you get holy ghosted. Keep them at a distance when they hold me closest. She gave the silent treatment, no one noticed. Married to the game, no enormous. Yeah, no emotions, just control my focus. Cause you don't really need me. Do it all by yourself. You don't need me, you good. But I still wish you well. Yeah, you don't really need me. Do it all by yourself. You don't need me, you good. But I still
Switch
wish
it up.
you well. Guess we falling out. We falling out. I know I wish you well. I know I wish you well. I do.
Yeah, I know I wish you well. I don't do distance well.
Adam
I
Flowers.
just don't know if I'm finna bail. I just got thrown and pour both in the ginger ale. I remember you smoking with coke in your pinky now. I don't know if you don't notice. I know that you've been in jail. Maybe you just don't do business well. Yeah, I know you pretty frail, posted the Chippendales. Yeah, I know you say you don't know me, but I see the soul of an infidel. I know you know that I did you well.
This said the soul of an infidel. You said that hella beautifully too. The soul of an infidel. That shit's so fire.
Shout out Adam Flowers, man, for sure.
I remember you smoking with coke in your pinky nail. He killed that
All the
shit.
time.
Both in the
just pour both in the ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
Hey, I love that ad-lib too though.
Yeah, he does one at the. It's either in the hook or the end of the verse. It's really good.
I love the little posted and Chippendales.
Remember you smoking with coke. Yeah, I know I wish you well. I don't do distance well. So I just don't know if I'm finna bail. I just got thrown and pour both in the ginger ale. I remember you smoking with coke in your pinky now. I don't know if you don't notice. I know that you've been in jail. Maybe you just don't do business well. Yeah, I know you pretty frail, posted the Chippendales. Yeah, I know you say you don't know me, but I see the soul of an infidel. Yeah, I know you know that I did you well. You know I wish you well. You know I wish you.
You don't really need me. Do it all by yourself. You don't need me, you good. But I still wish you well. Yeah, you don't really need me. Do it all by yourself. You don't need me, you good. But I still wish you well.
I guess we falling out.
This ad-lib right
I
here.
guess we falling out. Falling out.
I know I wish you well. I know I wish you well. I do.
Let that be right.
Come on. Let me breathe on that.
It's good to be alive right now.
Whoop.
Shit, I could've died by now. Last few months felt weak. Watch months pass like weeks. Watch weeks pass like days. Watch days pass like blinks. Lost fam, rest in peace. No dead weight, no weaklings. That although we have somehow conned ourselves into the notion that this moment is rather ordinary, and that we may not feel very well, and that we're sort of vaguely frustrated and worried and so on, and that it ought to be changed. This is it.
Yo, the Alan Watts outro too. Pitch down.
Fire.
They ain't even catch that.
Nope. They didn't.
We did that before Conway. You feel me? Nah, he had Alan Watts, I think, on his intro. I think the intro to his new album.
The one. Oh, okay.
I think it was the intro. But yeah, Falling Out. My man Adam Flowers, he been putting out music too. Make sure to follow him on all the joints. I think it's just Adam and Evil with a O on Evil.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're tuned in right now on YouTube, Twitter, we're live over here, twitch.tv/Illmac. You know, make sure to come over, hit me with a follow, because I go live all the time, play video games. I'll be watching just rap shit all the time, too. Like, we'll just, like, watch ciphers and chill and comment on that shit. Playing Warzone, Avengers, all that. And we're going to do another listening party for summer when it drops on 9/22. We're doing a listening party, followed by, you know, a performance down the line, an in-studio performance. Date to be announced on that.
Yeah, stay tuned, man. Make sure you follow and sub on twitch.tv/Illmac. You know what I'm saying? If you're not on Twitch right now, if you're tuning in on the tube,
yeah,
fuck with the boy.
Hey, I appreciate that, Mythic. He said, I love that months, days, weeks part. Yeah. And it's almost, if you don't hear what I'm saying, because it's like, I say watch days pass like blink. So I'm like, it's good to be alive right now. Shit, I could have died by now. Last few months felt weak. Watch months pass like weeks. Watch weeks pass like days. Watch days pass like blinks. You know what I'm saying?
So sick. Oh, I see Connor's in the chat. What up, Connor? Shout out to the boy Connor.
Hey, Motion Blur. This is the next song off Spring Track 9. It's another one near and dear to my lyrical heart.
To my lyrical heart.
You know what I mean? Not my real one.
Yo, I'm gonna slide in your mental DMs with my lyrical heart.
Yo, I put my lyrical heart into these mental DMs. That's the name of the first project after the seasons, I think. I think that
yeah.
Lyrical heart sliding into the mental DMs. Motion Blur. This is featuring Little Warrior. I don't want to say too much about this before we jump. We'll listen to it, you know what I mean, and then I'll come back and kind of drop my thoughts on this one. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's basically coming from the perspective of like judgment and how we can judge even people we love or people around us, and not judge in a negative way, but because we're constantly categorizing and judging things. That's what the human brain is, one large compressor of information. We're constantly turning, you know, the waves of information around us into MP3s to understand and be able to store things. You know what I'm saying? But this whole song was just like having realizations, you know, with people around me in my life, and realizing like, oh, I kind of had the wrong kind of files, the wrong things filed. You know, I kind of looked at things and I didn't have the right perspective. And I didn't know this person was dealing with that. I didn't know this, you know. And so that whole song is like, I'm telling snippets of different people's stories in my life throughout this song, you know what I mean? And it kind of comes to this conclusion of like realization of what I just said of, you know, that we don't always know what someone's going through, you know, even those closest to us. Motion Blur.
Let's go.
Young man brushed the dirt off his shoulders, the world in front of him. Used to be down bad, the new beginnings. Who split personalities and tug of war till they wore each other out, and nothing ever gets truly finished. Oh, that's too familiar. Soon you'll get the picture. Just trying to choose a filter, just trying to loosen them screws. We know they wound tight. Read the headline, check, make a judgment check. Click the sound bite, that sounds about right. Most days he stays at home in the house like he's afraid of the outside, like he's safe on that little island, building a lifeboat. But if he planned on leaving, he tie a rope to them high hopes and fly away. By the way, trying to find his hiding place, you gotta cross his mind. Who's got the right of way?
Like watercolors across my windows, all I see is motion blurred.
Young woman brushed the dirt off her shoulders, the world in front of her, scarred from all the trauma she had withstood. Stronger than she realizes she is, she's powerful, but stares in a funhouse mirror and sees damaged goods. Survivor of sexual trauma, tries not to let it define her, but the pressure reminds her that it's a man's world. It's what she wore. Deep down, she really liked the attention. Don't click the comments, it's a mad world. Gotta take it in small doses. Bob Wiley, keep baby stepping, it's all motion. Some days she feel like dogwoods in the spring. Some days fall roses. It's all growth, and I just soak it in like osmosis. Closed her eyes and woke up years later. How could we not notice?
Like watercolors across
windows, all I see is motion blur. Young father brushed the dirt off his shoulders, the world in front of him. Currently down bad to new beginnings. He sleeps in a tent down the street from the house that he grew up in. Choosing this over mom's rules is too restricting. Ironic independence seemed to bring a new dependence on a substance though. It's a comfort zone, not a new position. He's used to it, his work booted him when his work boots with the first shoes that fits him. Now he's disillusioned with it. A different person when he was working, held his head higher, looked you in the eye. Felt he had a purpose, he lets his anger out. Vents his pain on paper and leaves it laying around. Things he never say out loud. I think he secretly hopes that they get found. Like if they do, maybe he will. Till then he anchors down. Don't hold your breath, it's escape or drown. Trying to find balance on shaky ground. Feels like he's breaking, maybe he needs a break from this vacant town. It's got a stranglehold on him like the people he chooses to hang around. But he's loyal and they always stay around doing the same things. Maybe that's why nobody makes it out. I know his story isn't done being written. I'm just flipping through pages, tears blurry my vision. Like watercolors across my windows, all I see is motion blur. It's easy to autopilot through life, blinded by the motion blur. We naturally fill in the blanks, categorize and think we know other story based off the headlines. It's easy to judge a puzzle by the piece or two in front of us when all we know is fragments, cause all we show is fragments. I would've done this, I'd never do that. If I were in that position, it's harder to empathize and not look at others as flawed versions of ourselves. When confronted with a loved one's hidden truths, we're surprised or hurt. We weren't given an all-access pass to them, when we may not have created a safe space for them to be able to be that vulnerable in the first place. All we know is fragments. Yeah.
First impressions can be quite different. I don't always get it right. I'm judging others with specs, but I've got a plank in my own eye, painted by the same hand, trying to get by on this earth. Like watercolors across my windows, all I see is motion blur.
All we know is fragments, cause all we show is fragments.
Like watercolors across my windows, all I see is motion blur.
I guess the only moral of the story is try not to judge, cause there's more to every story.
Bar. That was a little bar.
Super bar.
Hey, and this is another two-part song. I'm gonna let it ride.
Sure is.
I just wanted to give a shout out to MK Garza 182 for the follow on
MK
Twitch.
Ultra, what up?
And your daddy Packer with the follows on twitch.tv/Illmac. Tap in. Onward. Shout out Theo Vaughn too.
Beat switch up.
I've been getting high, I can't feel my lows. Head up in the sky, yo. That's where I'ma go. I'ma paint my life in gold, dip my flesh and bones. Need to cleanse my soul. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. This ain't what you wanted, this is what is roll. God's word coming from the gold. Jim Jones running with the cold. Spike the punch, cut the code. Fuck the world, tip the globe on the taxes. Feel the stroke, yeah, bitch, feel the stroke. Turn them into fiends, got the fix now, never be broke. Let's go. They say I'm the one, that's not enough for me. I need everything. Pay me like you owe me something. Pay me like you owe me something.
Cha-ching.
Pay me like you owe me something. Need to paint my life in gold, dip my flesh and bone. Need to cleanse my soul. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Yeah, something, yeah. I need to finish this song. Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
Such a fire.
Yeah. I need to finish this song.
You said
Maybe
that as
I
a
will.
joke too. Like I think it's kind of tight. Like
yeah.
put this shit in
I was
there.
like, I need that. I was like, son. I did exactly that, and
Yeah.
was like, oh yeah, we should do
Yeah,
that. That's
that's
how
tight.
it ended. Need to finish this song. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit's crazy. I love that beat switch up too.
Yeah, and that's like what we did there. That was a joint we had had. Like, or it wasn't even a joint. It was like a little part of a song
it
that
was
I
just
laid
that
a long
long,
time
right?
ago.
That you
Yeah,
guys
it was
nothing to
just
cut,
that.
right? Yeah.
No, and it was sitting around. But I thought of it and I was like, oh, we should combine that because for one, it just adds a different vibe to that song and the album. And then Motion Blur back to back with Be Better can almost seem a little heavy, even though Be Better is not heavy. It's a little more serious.
Some playful in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, even just Motion Blur itself, like that's a good contrast. And then, because those are polar opposites damn near, like the sound of those, of Maybe I Will and that. And then, I think that was a good call, because then going into Be Better.
It's a little palate cleanser in a way, you know what I mean? This song, you may have seen me perform, you know, if you follow Ruin Your Day. They did a show. We did a show. It's like a crazy lineup. Me, Eddie I, Pass was in the building, Frack. Who else performed?
Geechee and B-Dot.
And B-Dot. Yeah, we did a big showcase, Ruin Your Day showcase.
And Fredo. And Lush.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, I know I was forgetting some folks, but we did a big show, and I did this song live, and really I did this on tour when we toured with Slumville. I'd end all my sets with this song, Be Better.
Caught Illmac live in the last, year or two. Yeah. That song's been in the set.
However, deep down, I always thought that the first verse just wasn't there. Like, I felt like I wrote the first verse, and then by the time I was done with the second verse and the outro and everything, I felt like it had become a different song. So in my heart, I always felt like it wasn't complete. I felt like the second verse, I hit a stride. So when we were actually finishing the album, very end of the process, I was like, I need to redo that verse. You know, I'm going to take another crack at it. So I rewrote the entire first verse. So if you see me perform it, it was a different version. Because I haven't even performed this version of the story or this version of the song.
Which is a great call. That was a great decision.
Yeah,
it really made the song.
The only part of the song, part of the verse I used was how I ended the verse is now how I start the verse, and then everything from there on is brand new on the first verse. So little behind the scenes, you know, on that one.
Yep.
Be Better, produced by Chase, out everywhere. Spring.
Tired of watching my heroes fall. Don't be like me. Be better. I'm sick of watching all my heroes fall. Mirror on the wall saying, do better. I got a message from a fan, he told me he going through it. Lost his love and the loved one and said my music put him through it. Told me lines from songs he loved, what they meant to him. He's still in school, raps and wanna be like me. Whatever you do, don't be like me. Which is to say, don't put me on a pedestal. I'm watching heroes falling that I thought I'd never measure to. Another fan told me he finally got his GED, I never did. We switched roles in turn, he inspired me to do better. Fashion bummy had me acting funny. Half the countries in my passport stand for rapper for fans that love me, but I'm still chasing it high. I failed as a teen, buying a new washer and dryer for my dad's house with battle money. Might not mean much to you, but if you only knew, them clean clothes felt like a mansion that had the ocean view. If only one outfit was clean, I might not go to school. Wear it Monday, skip till Friday, wear it and hope no one knew. Oh, some things are too real. I'm in my bed like Drew Hill, thinking you don't speak how you feel, then who will? Just trying to be better every day, so it's not self-deprecating when I say, don't be like me. Be better. I'm sick of watching all my heroes fall. Mirror on the wall saying, do better. Don't be like me. You can be better. I'm sick of watching all my heroes fall. Mirror on the wall saying, do better. I can't be a hero. I can't even say myself. I can't be a hero. I can't even say myself. Yeah, I used to idolize rappers like superheroes since day one. I would put my mask on and play them. Pac was like Clark Kent, Biggie was Bruce Wayne. We watched beef amongst A1s. The death of Superman, I was way young. But where I came from, being broke was a superpower. I put my cape on, watching my heroes fall. Tired of watching my heroes fall. Now all I see is their power weakening and cheeks in their armor. Either that or I'm even stronger. Shit,
Shit, I guess I finally became one. I guess it's on me to save them. My bad, that's the feeling, ego speaking. I can't escape them. It's Gotham Falls. Design a wall just to hide my flaws. Suit up like Kung Fu Kenny, T'Challa, Wakanda cause. Double R, X the professor that got them all. Falling off, now he back on that kryptonite. It's not his fault, cause all that pressure bust pipes. Addicted by default. Marshall locked in Arkham Asylum, outside his martial law. Donald like Dr. Claw, Thanos with the gauntlet on. Kanye dropped the ball, co-signing a monster at Comic-Con. Watching my hero fall. Whew. Tired of watching my heroes fall. Before the rise and fall, don't idolize me, not at all. I ain't shit, signing off. P.S. Don't be like me, be better. I'm sick of watching all my heroes fall. Mirror on the wall saying, do better. Don't be like me, you can be better. I'm sick of watching all my heroes fall. Mirror on the wall saying, do better. Wish I could put Big L in a Lazarus pit. Jack's hand style in my black book brings me back to that trip. Cried when Bender died, Alexander Buchanan is missed. Wish I could turn the tat on my skin back into him. Cried when Bender died, Alexander Buchanan is missed. Wish I could turn this tat on my skin back into him. Tired of watching all my heroes fall. Watching all my heroes fall. Rest in peace to the fallen heroes.
Rest in peace to the fallen heroes. Yeah, it's crazy. People in the chat saying that Wakanda line is differently now. T'Challa, another fallen hero. Rest in peace. Chadwick Boseman, another fallen hero. It's crazy. Started watching all my heroes fall. That whole reference.
That's for
wild.
sure one of my favorite songs we've ever done, and especially the newest version of it. But that's a personal favorite of mine.
Wish I could turn this tat on my skin back into him. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. R.I.P. to a legend, Bender.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. So that
Legend.
song be better. That was another thing about that is like that song means a lot to me. Performing it, like, you know, that second verse and especially that outro is like, you know, when I'd perform it, we'd have to end the set with it because it's like Lightweight felt emotional after it. You know what I mean? I had to like, I wouldn't say nothing after it. I would say like, oh, I'll be at the merch table, all the blah blahs like that you say to a live crowd. I'd say before we perform that song, and then I just had to walk off after that. You know what I mean? It's like performing it live and just really putting myself in that zone. It definitely always hit hard in a good way. You know what I mean? But yeah, Be Better. Listening to Spring right now. Couple songs left, and then we're gonna get into a preview of summer. I'm still leaning towards playing.
Do it.
If I just on Twitch. I think we're gonna give Twitch the exclusive for the summer sneak peek.
Yeah.
But shout out to everybody that's holding us down both on Twitter and YouTube.
Yep. Shout out to the YouTube.
Luke Dukes donated $5 on YouTube. He said, "I can't believe you after you said you could trim 3 pounds in an hour back in the day." I'm in Southern Oregon right now, fires and smoke. I didn't say 3 pounds in an hour. I'm pretty sure I said 3 pounds a day, but I don't remember.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
3 pounds a day? I mean, in an hour.
Jeez.
Edward Scissorhands couldn't do that, my guy.
Yeah,
especially if it's some OG. Don't let it be some OG.
Sticky ass.
Yeah, some powder mold or something. And it's just small. It just renders small. You know, small as little nugs. But yeah, eating Gardettos and velour sweats is the next. It's really just called Gardettos and velour sweats. I'm playing the Masters right now. We were trying to play the video, like I was gonna play Raising the Bar 13, which is a live in studio version of Gardettos and velour sweats. It was just kind of slowing up and freezing, so I said let's simplify and just play the songs. You know what I mean? But this is Gardettos and velour sweats, co-produced by Will Randolph.
Yeah,
you know,
shout out to him. He I had the beat. Like the beat was really long. The song was really, it's like, you know, 6.5 minutes or some shit like that. And like the version I had definitely had movement to it. Like the sample part that you hear in the start, and then like I had a part where the sample did break out, but essentially like the main like 8 bars or 12, whatever the main loop was pretty much just looped over and over. And then Will went through and did all of the drop, like the arrangement on it, and then he added just a little bit of extra sauce. He added some little samples and some effects in it, and a little bit of extra sprinkles, and really just brought it home. Because he's really good at doing that. You know what I'm saying? At this point, we've worked on like a good handful of joints where I've seen him, what he can do to add on to a song, and yeah, he killed it, man. Shout out to him. We were super geeked when we got those files back, because it
Will
just
Randolph
brought it
the
to
fifth.
life.
Will Randolph V. Follow him on all the socials and all that. That fool's a talented producer.
Yeah.
Amazing. So I like.
And the switch up, the whole fucking switch up. He does
does
too.
a whole beat switch
that
up.
fool went the extra mile, man.
Yeah. Shout out to my man Jay. Fuck, you told me what to say to how to pronounce your name. Jay Skew. I'm gonna just say that. Shout out to Jay Skew with the gifted tier 1. He gifted Bojack the 1. I appreciate you, my guy. I remember I was like, Jay Scuthrell, Jay Scoot, Hellrail. Hellrail, is that it?
We got Hellrail from Dipset in here.
Hey, Frack the person is in the building on Twitch, twitch.tv/Illmac. We got
Frack.
some legends.
What up, Frack?
Yeah, Marvin here. We got Pass in here. Frack. This shit's looking official on Twitch. I'm looking at you, YouTube.
It's been active, man. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you go follow twitch.tv/Illmac if you're on YouTube. And make sure you stay tuned, because we got some songs coming up from summer from the next album. So Jay's
Cuthrail. Okay. All right, I got you. Boom. Gardettos and velour sweats.
Did you re-record this? Did you have it recorded once and then re-record it, or no?
Yeah, I did re-record it. I didn't like my tone on it the very first time I recorded. I came back and relayed it.
Yeah, that's right. And
thanks for pointing that out, dude. I'm not perfect. But hey, another example though, it's a lot of rapping, and this is the perfect example, when it comes to breath control and everything that bruh asked earlier. This, when I recorded it, it was good, but I just felt like I sounded like I was trying a little bit too much, like not trying to sound away, but I was just like exerting too much. And when I listened to it back, I was like, it's not, I wanted it to be smoother. Like I feel like it wasn't as, natural as it could have been. So I came back and recorded it just more natural, you know what I mean? But yeah, Gardettos and velour sweats, that's another good example, man. Good, thanks for reminding me about that.
Full circle.
If you want to watch the video, Raising the Bar 13 is out now from the album Spring. Shout out Stank Hollywood and Scratchbox 5150 for the follow. Adam Zinke.
Yeah. Chase.
Better hear what I've got to say, because you won't get it anyway.
Goddamn right.
Somebody's gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Ill.
So if you don't like this, you better get out while you can, or I'll lay on your ass.
Eating Gardettos and velour sweats. More money, more jealousy, more stress. Never thought about having more or less.
All right, I'm not going to stop this much, but one funny tidbit is the opening line and what became the title, Eating Gardettos and velour sweats. I originally wrote that like, I think I was responding to a B-Dot tweet about Jay Electronica's new album. And I just like, I don't even remember what the whole line was, but
right,
I definitely said, because Jay Electronica he hella be saying random shit like that.
Random descriptive shit.
Yeah. And I like talked about animals like they were people too, like something about the original tweet is like eating Gardettos and velour sweats, raccoons, the night watchman, but like I was just kind of mimicking some Jay Elect shit. Yeah, and just as a joke or whatever. But then when it came time to write this song, I was like, yo, that's actually a bar. I'm gonna bring it back. I didn't use the full bar, it's literally just the opening, eating Gardettos and velour sweats. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna use that.
So tight.
And run it back.
Ill.
So if you don't like this, you better get out while you can. Lay on your ass.
Eating Gardettos and velour sweats. More money, more jealousy, more stress. Never thought about having more or less. More or less in the background, highs falsetto in a quartet. Stop drinking, but I'm still turnt. Stop smoking cause of asthma. I still blow a smoke screen. Low key, but I've been worse. Lost some demons, but they still lurk. When the motivation ends, that's the real work. A slave to my habits, I know how to feel work. I put in work in my field, and then my purpose revealed. Yeah, they aim for my name, but all that dirt at my shield. I watch the ricochet. Waging war till I'm blackballed, I'm black hawk. Me and my queen riding like Crazy Horse and Black Shaw. You either rebelling or assisting the system. Ghosts dancing long and Peltier sitting in prison. Lineage split with victims of history, the privilege, the pillars, the pillage, immigrants, indigenous. I'm mixing tradition, sitting bull, spirit risen to visit my vision.
All right, I'm gonna run that part back, but yo, Connor said he found it. Okay, yes, okay. Connor said he found it. This is me. This is where the title of this whole song and the bar one actually came from this tweet, where I literally just typed it hella quick, kind of like not making fun of, but impersonating. Exactly. Responding to a B-Dot tweet about Jay Electronica. This was my Jay Electronica. The ferret and the raccoon sneak thieving on the night watch while the baboon catches the second wind from the fly swats. The king's popper eating Gardettos and velour sweats. The king's popper eating Gardettos and velour sweats. That's fucking fire. That was my Jay Electronica homage. We'll call it. And from really that was my point. And from that, this song was born. Let me run this whole part back. Not from the top, but
purpose revealed. Yeah, they aim for my name, but all that dirt at my shield. I watch the ricochet. Waging war till I'm blackballed, I'm black hawk. Me and my queen riding like Crazy Horse and Black Shaw. You either rebelling or assisting the system. Ghosts dancing long and Peltier sitting in prison. Lineage split with victims of history, the privilege, the pillars, the pillage, immigrants, indigenous. I'm mixing tradition. Sitting bull, spirit risen to visit my vision. Big difference between getting rich and enrichment. Trying to find upwards on my
and being in Richmond.
Yo, big difference between Jordan and Mitch Richmond.
Those you should have added those two bars. Difference being in
just
Richmond,
have the beat pause for a minute.
Jordan and Mitch Richmond. That's hard.
Damn, hey, we still can modify. Like, didn't Kanye do that with Pablo or whatever?
Do different mixes and different versions. Yeah, he might have a little bit more pull.
Yo, that whole shit too, like, it's easy to think I said like pillars as in like a pillar that upholds a building, but it's like pillars as in pillagers, you know what I mean? Yep. Where I'm talking about sort of the duality and the dichotomy of being like, you know, 50% colonizer from my dad's side, and then like, you know, native and Mexican on my mom's side. But it was like just sort of pointing out like long as Peltier's sitting in prison, lineage split with the victims of history, the privileged, the pillars, the pillaged, immigrants, indigenous. I'm mixing tradition. Sitting bull, spirit risen to visit my vision. Big difference between Jordan and Mitch Richmond.
My compass, I went to war. They sounded live trumpet. Spirit risen.
Also trying to find upwards on my compass. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Trying to find upwards on my compass. I went to war. They sounded trying to find my way up. Trying to find my way out.
I knew you said that.
Long as Peltier sitting in prison. Lineage split with victims of history, the privilege, the pillars, the pillage, immigrants, indigenous. I'm mixing tradition. Sitting bull, spirit risen to visit my vision. Big difference between getting rich and enrichment. Trying to find upwards on my compass. I went to war. They sounded live trumpet upon my return. Triumphant and touching my roots. Tug at this noose like it's comfortable loose. Pen and venom from a recluse. Through a V for victory, chucking a deuce and pulled the coat.
Pen and venom from a recluse. Because I'm a recluse, but also the venom from a recluse. Shout out anti-hitic.
Wait, what's the line you say right before that? Fucking
trying to find upwards on my compass. I went to war. It sounded live trumpet.
I was gonna say how good of a rhyme live trumpet and triumphant is.
I'm like, that had to have been said, right?
That's A1 right there.
I'm like, that had to have been said, right?
Fuck it. But if you thought of it organically, then you know what I'm saying, you said it.
Anti-H3 tick. Appreciate the tier 1 subscription. French's gang, mustard, bottles, twitch.tv/Illmac.
Peacemaker, tucked in my boots, cock the hammer, turn triumphant, and touching my roots, tuck at the snooze like it's comfortable loose, penning venom from a recluse, through a V for victory, chucking a deuce, and pulled the coat, peacemaker, tucked in my boots, cock the hammer back with my thumb in his shoes, wonder once he refused, the chip on my shoulder blade weighs too much on my glutes, ignore the bolts, poking from my neck, paint them gold, and stay focused on the check, writing all these goals down, coping with the stress, and these ghosts up in my head, roaming free, let them be, they not posing any threat. Got addicted to the praise, feel they owe me the respect. Addicted to the love like the moment that we met. Got addicted to attention and they showed me to connect. Watching celebs overdose and now the sobering effect on me. Remember back when we laughed at rules and ran around like babies, kids acting bad at school. Way before we packed that tool. Now homies pouring liquor out trying to see the glass half full. We just keep them entertained so the world can revolt. High shot the sheriff for the pearl handle coat. Earl man the goat ain't a feeling that the verse can evoke. Just got my word in my coat. This little thing of ours, boom by the big blue collar dream. Me and my brothers bout our chicken like Gustavo Fring. Cool olive green sports are the new Coliseum. I'm chewing licorice root, thumbing through the I Ching. Opportunity knocking, my Call of Duty might ring. A wandering samurai like the Book of Five Rings. Think deeply of the world and lightly of yourself. Time is money, got me out here tightening my belt. What I write is what I felt. Take the rifle from the shelf, me and God got a pack. She give me life, I give him hell. I took a blood soak. Pops did a seance in the 80s and seen the devil up close. Now you sitting front row.
That's a true story. Pops did a seance in the 80s. He told me about, I don't know if it was before I was born or like shortly after, around that same time, but yeah, he did he didn't like perform it himself, but he took part in it, you know what I mean? And he was like, I'll never fuck with that shit again. He's like, he basically was on some, don't ever fuck with no Ouija boards and no weird shit. I was in a seance and like he's like swore to me, he's like, I seen the devil up close. I'm like, cocaine is one hell of a drug. But now you sit in front row. Still repping NorCal in the Twitch chat asked, he said, how long did it take to write this mastery? Honestly, it didn't take that long. Like, I wrote it pretty much in 1 or 2 sit downs here. I think Frack was here with y'all in the front when I wrote it, because I remember I rapped like the first half of it to Frack after I had like wrote a lot of it or whatever, and then I decided like I'm not done. Like this train of thought has to keep going.
Yeah,
you know. And
I kind of don't remember the set like.
Yeah, I definitely wrote it in 1, maybe 2 sit downs, but it didn't take as long as you'd think. Honestly, it flowed pretty naturally. You know, it happens when you're in sync, when the beat and everything just hits right and inspires and hits that little creative wave.
Yeah.
She give me life, I give him hell. I took a blood soak. Pops did a seance in the 80s and seen the devil up close. Now you sitting front row. Liquor and drugs. Watching artists dropping like flies is killing my buzz. I ain't innocent, not in a position to judge. Did everything from Ollie Ringwald to Hillary Duff. Yeah, the way we glorify shit that's killing us, but both when we survive it shows the resilience in us. Well, excuse us for not giving a fuck. The industry sucks. Labels treating rappers like dinner for schmucks and idiocracy, mediocrity. Keep gambling till they punch my ticket like I hit the lottery. Anybody can get it, I ain't with inequality, but I've been evolving, trying to show a different side of me. That's why I treat my catalog like them pigs robbing me. Destroyed the evidence like they did my missing property. I grew up listening to rap music. My mom loved rock and roll. We both listening to black music. Don't pretend that it ain't. Showing respect as a guest and it won't threaten my place. No Chuck Berry, no Elvis legacy paved. The hound dog like Big Mama Thornton, may she rest in a grave. You can love Chinese food and even have the recipe great. Still Chinese food, end of the day. I'm saying I grew up listening to black music. The dude with a white Russian like Rasputin and Black Putin. Duke Nukem, I'm back shooting. The hands moving like Zab Judah. Half goat like Krampus and half human. Just trying to live my truth like the trans movement. And stand by my fam like Dwayne Wade and Gab Union. Probably catch a lot of hate. Dress fresh to death, made funeral plans. I'm fashionably late. Every 20 years fashion comes back around, so assume I'm living in the future if my outfit's out of date. This the planet of the apes, throwing monkey wrenches, blow them like candles in the wind. Can't hold a candle to the grate. I catch a case for chase like I plan to rob a bank. Gotta watch my back, they always sabotage the greats. Who to trust? Serpents in the grass cannot escape. I made snakeskin boots, lying camouflage and wait. Want a battle like the day, a day and $1.
Serpents in the grass could not escape. I made snakeskin boots, lying camouflage in wait. I'm camouflaged in the snakeskin boots, luring the snakes because I'm wearing snakeskin. You know what I mean? It's not just I'm camoed up. The camo is the snakeskin boots. You know what I mean? So the snakes, they think it's chill. They think, like, oh, okay, that's just the homies over there. You know?
I'm planning to rob a bank. Gotta watch my back. They always sabotage the greats who to trust. Serpents in the grass cannot escape. I made snakeskin boots, lying camouflage and wait. Want a battle like the day, a day and $1 late. Swear they had a lot to say till it's brandished off the waist. I'm just weighing options out, like back when them packs had a lot of shake. That's a catatonic state. Allergic to being broke, need my pockets to swell. Ride till I say hello from the other side like Adele. Cold.
Back when them packs had a lot of shake. That's a catatonic state. I'm just weighing options out, like back when them packs had a lot of shake. That's a catatonic state.
Nah.
Well, ride till I say hello from the other side like Adele. Cold-blooded, tears like ice when it melt. A lot of shit on my mind, as you could probably tell. They victim blame, see a suicide and tweet about mental health. Like here's a number, do a hotline if it helps. Well, Harvey Weinstein's a rapist, Cosby as well. We can debate who's worse when they both rotten in hell. A lot of y'all know somebody that won't confide in you cause you shame them for surviving things you couldn't conquer yourselves. Tired of biting my tongue, it's time we begun. 12 years old, a grown man threatened my life with a gun. Flashback to seeing Pop saying he's not gonna run. Can I run a bullet? A mantra past father to son. Got addicted to the praise for they owe me the respect. Addicted to the love like the moment that we met. Got addicted to attention and they showed me to connect. Watching celebs overdosing like damn. How I feel about myself if I wasn't about myself. I climb about myself and never doubt myself. Never doubt yourself for the power of belief. A seed that turned into a root that sprouted to a tree. I'll be a weed amongst the flowers. A flower surrounded by weeds. My power surrounded by peace. My Smith & Wesson piece full of gunpowder underneath me. For the 6 or 7 hours I sleep. 1,000 cowards deceased by 1,000 deaths apiece. Alpha wolf howling at the moon, stomach growling for relief. A pound of flesh on my scale, balanced like the beam on the 40 caliber. Excalibur, I'm king.
Woo. Spring. Yo, shout out to Only One on throwing some alley-oops there at the end. Only One threw some alley-oops and gave me some jewels to end that verse towards the end or whatever, at the very end. That fool's got 1,000 bars in progress. He's gonna literally, I'm not just saying he's got like 1,000 bars, like he's got 1,000 bar song, 1,000 bar exhibition that his fool is gonna rap. That fool is crazy.
Amazing.
I appreciate you still repping everybody in the chat. Twitch.tv/Illmac. That was the second to the last song. Originally, we were gonna end the song or the project with Gardetto's In Velour Sweats originally. Much like Clay Pigeons, we ended with Sovereign Airspace. You know, it was like the 4 or 5 minute, 6 minute rap song. Boom, I said it all. I'm done. You know?
Yeah.
And then in the last couple days when we were like mixing the project still, where it was like on its last legs, we're finishing it. Chase made this beat on the spot. And I started writing to it while he was making it, and I was like, "Yo, this has to go." Like we sat down in one session, we added it, boom. By the time he was done making the beat, I was maybe even done with like the first verse, wrote the hook, boom, laid it that night, and we're like, "This got to go on the project." And I was like, "This has to end it."
Yeah.
Because coming off of that density, that dense lyricism, you know, I was like, "This is the perfect ending to spring. It's fun, it's bright." Get the personality, the humor in there. So I made this song called Laksa, which is, if I'm not mistaken, Vietnamese. But excuse my ignorance if it's not. I just know that I get Laksa from this spot. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's a Vietnamese like street food type dish. But I get it from this Thai fusion spot in Portland called Nudie. I'm not going to tell you where exactly, because I'm not trying to blow it up, but if you look it up, you spell it right, you know, and you find yourself in this soul bomb. And I was like, missing.
That spot's hella good, bro.
Good.
You've taken me there a few times.
So fire.
Every meal I've had there was fire. But wait, what's it's a noodle dish, right?
Yeah, it's kind
broth?
of like it's a broth. Yeah, it's like a soup almost, but yeah, like noodle dish. It's like a soup dish with noodles and like a bunch of veggies, and it's just so fire. So that's what this song, if you didn't know, Laksa is actually named after. Shout out to Nudie, man. I'm like getting hungry, bruh. This is the last song of spring. If you're listening on Twitch, or if you're watching on Twitch or YouTube, now is a good time to go over, download Twitch if you got to. Follow me, twitch.tv/Illmac, because we're going to give you a sneak peek of summer. We'll play maybe three songs for 2 for sure.
Yeah.
If we get some gifted subs or some donations, we might be able to push it to 3. But we're gonna give the sneak peek of summer exclusively on the Twitch channel. We're trying to get it popping over there. But this is the last song of spring. It's called Locksaw.
Yep.
Spring's out now everywhere.
Watching hours go slow, thinking how'd I grow old. With no rain on my roof, then my flowers won't grow. Been in hibernation, tired of waiting. I lie awake and think about time I'm wasting. Am I complacent? Psh, I shoulda knew winter was coming. Shit, I'm from the north. That's the quiet before the storm that's coming forth. I watch the world burning from my porch. I would've tried to put it out if I wasn't bored. I throw a Dixie cup of water at it, then it's back to drugs and sports. Drunken snorts, like addiction is a love of sorts. I'm more convinced than uninformed, cut the cord, ignore the cliff that we running towards. I need money or someone who will love me for who I am. Oh, I got that, and need something more. No, it's not that. I mean, I just wanna put my city and my family on. Shit, when I started, I ain't know I'd last this long. I told myself I'd do it for my neighborhood. I'ma take the north worldwide. I told myself I'd do it for my city. Laughing now, I'm feeling like a lie. Told myself I'd do it for my family. Couple people had to cut ties. Now I gotta do it for myself. But that's between you and I. What to do? Watch a movie or play Call of Duty. They got us on lockdown now. I'm scared I caught the cooties. A homebody already. The world just caught up to me. Take a trip to Portland to order the Lockside nudie. Stop at Yoko's if I wanted sushi. Talking sashimi nigiri. No rolls. I'm not a newbie. Nobody.
Newbie. Yeah, we go to sushi. We get sushi. You feel me? Sashimi nigiri. No rolls. I'm not a newbie.
I like the occasional roll, but I prefer it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That was actually a diss to you. That was a diss to you specifically. Nah, I'm just fine.
Nigerian sashimi style is the shit, though. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Play Call of Duty. They got us on lockdown.
I wish I could eat some sushi.
Fuck, I know. That's been like the one thing. Damn. That's the one thing that sucks about this whole pandemic thing. That's the one thing.
I think a couple more spots are open now. I bet you there is some spots where we could go sit down.
Yeah, because I don't fuck with delivery or takeaway. Like, I need to just eat it right there, fresh on the spot.
I have to. I'm gonna look into it, bro, because I'm soon. I need sushi.
Yeah, and so
I'm gonna look it up after this shit.
Yoko's is the fire spot in Portland. I hope it will still be open. I hope, you know what I mean?
Is that the spot that's got like the wooden, like there's hella wood shit in there? You've taken me there before.
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
it's like by C-Bar.
You've taken me there before. That spot was good as fuck too.
Yeah, stupid fire. It's not like the Hype Beast sushi joint in Portland. That's why I really fuck. It's like super bomb.
I remember we went there and we had to wait.
You know?
Like they opened up at 5. I remember it was that.
It's that Yoko's.
Yeah.
Fire. That's what's from there. And like I don't like. I try to make my music timeless in the way of like I don't want to be out here rapping about current events and be the like, you know, like be corny about it. But I figured it was only appropriate to like reference it in a way, and that's how the second verse starts. You know, on that tangent is like what to do. Watch a movie or play Call of Duty. They got us on lockdown now. I'm scared I caught the cooties.
It's great, though.
Told myself I'd do it for my family. Couple people had to cut ties. Now I gotta do it for myself. But that's between you and I. What to do? Watch a movie or play Call of Duty. They got us on lockdown now. I'm scared I caught the cooties. A homebody already. The world just caught up to me. Take a trip to Portland to order the lockside nudie. Stop at Yoko's if I wanted sushi. Talking sashimi nigiri. No rolls. I'm not a newbie. Nobody put me on when I was young. Underdog, yeah, that's where I'm from. I'm from the Johns. My comfort zone is on my own. Yeah, that made me strong. My pops and mom couldn't get along. No love was lost. It all falls when the summer's gone. Winter comes and it thaws. Guess I was wrong when I told myself I'd do it for my neighborhood. I'ma take the North worldwide. I told myself I'd do it for my city. Left and now I'm feeling like a lie. Told myself I'd do it for my family. Couple people had to cut ties. Now I gotta do it for myself. But that's between you and I. FaceTime my niece and we battled. I killed her though. My girl like, you got 30 by a 6-year-old.
Bias, bullshit, hating ass crowd. This is all a true story, obviously.
That's between you and I. FaceTime my niece and we battled. I killed her though. My girl like, you got 30 by a 6-year-old. I mean, let's just say debatable. She might have got around, but you left the room and missed my rebuttal, so calm it down. And I didn't choke in that moment. You thought I lost the crowd. I just paused cause I thought I spilled some coffee on the couch. Alright, if she outperformed me last time, I dare you to look at our bars on paper. Her handwriting's terrible. But I'm not sure she lives what she raps. So I was busy and didn't take it serious since it isn't on smack. Plus half of her flips were probably premeditated. I sent a fist bump emoji and told her keep elevating. Good shit. Aaliyah, you still family though. I got the screen captures in my camera, bro. Well, they didn't get the audio, but you could tell I'm winning. But anyways, Uncle Ill loves you. Rematch you when I'm back at home. I saw myself.
Yo, the funniest bar in that whole thing to me is Aaliyah, you still family though.
Yeah, for real.
Just like I killed you. Like, you still family though. Like,
say that and just saying that to your young ass niece.
Yeah, to like my 6-year-old niece. Aaliyah, you still family?
Yeah. Or where you're like, keep elevating. Yeah. Good shit. The ad libs are really good on this, and all of the singing ad libs are all fucking. But that
plus half of her flips were probably premeditated. I sent a fist bump emoji and told her keep elevating. Yeah, good shit.
yeah, good shit's so funny.
Oh shit. Yo, shout out to Aaliyah. I gave her writing credits on this song too, like on DistroKid. Like, so she gonna have to collect publishing later. You know what I mean? But this song blows up.
But you could tell me.
Hey, shout out to Mr. Payload for the subscription. For the follows, Crank Flip and Upper Mans.
Crank Flip, that just sounds funny.
Yeah, French's gang.
It's like hippie flipping or candy flip. Crank Flip.
Yeah, it's when you fucking on meth,
you
dude.
do double the meth. You used to take meth twice.
Loy Wonder 1991. Appreciate the follow. Let's hear this outro.
Winning, but anyways, Uncle Ill loves you. Rematch you when I'm back at home. I told myself I'd do it for my neighborhood. I'ma take the North worldwide. I told myself I'd do it for my city. Left and now I'm feeling like a lie. Told myself I'd do it for my family. Couple people had to cut ties. Now I gotta do it for myself. But that's between you and I.
You're not doing the queen of rappers. So you might want to stop being a coward. Because you're so low. Because you go slow. And you don't think of your punchline before you go home.
Yo.
That was cool. Sounds written.
I didn't write it down. I just thought of it.
So funny.
Yo, I literally just snuck that audio because I was FaceTiming with my niece and we for real battled. It's a thing we do from time to time. And I was just like low key recording on my other phone on some surveillance shit against her consent. You know what I mean? Like, just like on the low, like I was trying to catch her slipping, but she still came with the bars. I like how she also just called me a coward. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, you're messing with the queen of rappers, so you might want to stop being a coward, because that's a fire slant rhyme too. The queen of rap is being a coward because you go slow and you're so whoa and you don't think of your punchlines before you go home. She was hitting me with the multis too.
Yeah.
Come
on.
I snuck this in there. on a different call, like I was like, all right, I think I might end up putting that on there. I asked her this like hidden.
Is there anything you want to say to the people if you're on my album?
Yeah. Thank you so much for listening to my uncle.
Hey, that might end the album.
Hey, and that's
Perfect
the
ending.
end of the album.
That's
you know
spring,
what I mean?
man. Fucking thank you for everyone for fucking with us, rocking with us. If you're on YouTube, you hop on over.
YouTube and Twitter. I appreciate that. That's the album Spring. You know what I'm saying? I'm super proud of that. I definitely feel like, you know, whether it's call it recency bias or not, I feel like it's my best project to date, my most complete, you know, work to date. And the thing is it's just one piece of the puzzle, you know what I'm saying? And summer's coming next, obviously, then fall and winter. But I think that was the perfect note to start it off with. And after we finished it, I was like, man, I want to do more promotion than we had time for, because we were like, yo, the last day of spring is June 19th, you know, and then we dropped it like that week. But I ultimately just really wanted it to be out there. So we're going to do more visuals and stuff like that. Me and Zoo were talking, and we'll end up doing more visuals for all the even if we're on winter, we'll go back and drop visuals for spring or summer, because again, this is all one body of work. So there's not as, you know, strict the lines, I think, for when I'm doing summer, you know, we can still go back and drop shit for spring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, Pollux, hey, good looks, bro. Yeah, the illmac.bandcamp.com. You can cop Spring, and also you can stream it on all platforms. If you're on, shout out to Tim Kavanaugh for the 20-piece donated in the YouTube chat. He's saying, buying Chase and Illmac a shot. I owe you a lot more for all the content you provided me. Thank you. Shout out to my girl Erica, and that would make her night as well. Shout out to Erica.
Shout out Erica. What up, Erica?
Let's go. So if you're on if you're on Twitter or YouTube, find your way over to twitch.tv/Illmac. We'll give you a grace period of a couple minutes, because we're about to give you a preview of summer. We'll play at least 2 songs. Maybe if we run up some donations or some gifted subs on Twitch, we might give you a third.
It's hot off the press, man. We just got the masters back, too. So this is a real exclusive. You feel me?
Exactly. Shout out Denial for the follow. I'm going to take a bathroom break real quick.
Yeah.
Chase, are you good? Do you need to hit the bathroom?
I can wait, though. I'm cool.
Go ahead, get some water, and I'll hold it down. I'll play a beat in the background low while you while I go piss, and you can answer. If you got some questions for Chase, you got some questions for me, go ahead and drop them. You can grab some water, and I'll
cool.
play some.
And I'll come back and answer some questions. Drop them in the chat. I'll be right back.
Hold on, I'm looking for a Chase beat. I don't think I have any on my. Ooh, I do have one. Yo, where is it at? Yo, I got a couple. Yo, Tofi dropping bombs. Yo, hold on. Where are these follows at? I missed a couple follows. Elder Scrolls, appreciate the follow. Z Taylor with the $20 donation on Twitch.
Hey.
Spring was a phenomenal project. Thank you for giving us that gift, man. Thank you for receiving it. Thanks for listening and hanging out with us right now. Man, Tofi dropping 4 gifteds on the channel. Oh my God. Tofi dropping 4 gifteds. Appreciate you. If he gifted you a sub, you'll see your name up there. Make sure to send a mustard emote over to Tofi. And this fool, Dosia, dropped $100 donation on Twitch right now.
Hey, shout out to bro. Who was it? What's his name?
Dosia. What's their name? Dosia886.
Yup.
Dropped 100. Appreciate you.
Bilski, man.
And
shout
then
out.
Favy following it up with 5 gifteds. Come on. Y'all are amazing. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, man. Seriously, man. Thank you guys for staying with us. Yeah, you can take a piss whenever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a beat on low in the background. Pass, I don't think we can play the joint since it's the outro, no intro, outro, but we'll give them the beat low in the background. You know what I'm saying?
The beat for it. Hey.
Is
The
this
shit.
playing?
Hey, I was trying to make some Bay shit with this anyway, so that's tight that Pass ended up getting on this.
Yo, YouTube and Twitter, make your way to twitch.tv/Illmac.
Will it be as loud as like the music was?
I turned it down.
Okay.
Do you want it down in the headphones?
Nah. Hey, oh, this is an old version of this beat too. There's even more sounds in. Oh no, it's just an old mix. My favorite mob film of all time is Goodfellas. Well, the real answer is I can't say The Sopranos because it's TV. But Goodfellas, and then I really fuck with Godfather 2, Casino. There's a lot of other ones too, but I would say Goodfellas. Alchemist. Mr. Green's dope, but Alchemist is one of my favorite producers. Do I like skateboarding shit? Skateboarding's cool. I play a lot of skate. I was a blader though. I used to rollerblade. I was pretty good too, handrails and all that shit. But I fuck with skateboarding though. I play a lot of skate and Tony Hawk. You know what I'm saying? And my homie skate. Yeah. Nah, dude. See, that's the weird thing is I always fucked with skateboarders. Always. Yeah, I used to be nice, fool. I had USD thrones. I used to ride. I mean, I wasn't hella nice, but I was decent, you know. I could do handrails. I could hit some bios and misty flips and do some topside grinds on handrails and shit. I used to skate USD thrones. I had a pair of remedies right before I stopped. Yeah.
Hey, YouTube, Twitter. Oh, yeah, forgot there's a mic right here.
Yeah.
Hey, we signing off YouTube. I appreciate everybody on YouTube that tuned in. Like I said, we're going to start giving you more content, more live content and everything. Come join us on twitch.tv/Illmac. We're going to stay live and give this preview of summer.
Yeah, man.